All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us here this beautiful Friday evening for another live unboxing and shenanigans, which we pretty much enjoy more of the shenanigans than we do the live unboxing and harassing Marcos and all that other good stuff. So, preaching. Oh, there he is. Marcos, thank you for jumping on again, Marcos, on your Friday evening. Look like you're about to go play some tennis.
Yep.
And last only about 2 minutes.
Jacob Sinner doesn't know. Jacob Sinner doesn't know what's coming for him, man.
And we got that AKA legend Lane, Mr. Melted Butter himself, apparently. He's got himself a new name. Graded HQ's in the house. Water Diggs in the house, man. Thanks for jumping on the chat with us. I really appreciate you guys' support here, hanging out with us, and those that are watching. We got about a few people watching with us as well. So thanks, guys. Mr. Walton's in the house, here to harass everybody on the panel, which we love and appreciate him doing such. So thank you very much for hanging out with us, Mr. Walton.
Jesus Christ, thanks, Walton.
we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Almost Pride Month.
Yeah, it is. It's also Mental Health Month, right? So,
and Marcos, is just aware he's working out because Prime One likes to test everybody's mental health.
Yeah,
with all of their decisions.
Yes, they do.
We're an XM statue. Prime One's basically becoming the new XM with all their fucking shadiness lately. So
yeah. Maybe they'll go up a tier because of the shadiness.
Exactly, dude.
Mr. E-Man's in the house. Yo, E-Man, for jumping in, brother.
Come on! You guys know you want to spend $700 extra just trying to buy a same piece from a U.S. distributor.
No.
That's really that's the end game we've all been waiting for.
Not even close, man. I don't ever think I'll honestly at this moment in my life PO from any company. I just don't.
I'm
see the value in it, and it seems like when you do, your piece is not going to show up for another 5 years, plus another 6 months worth of shipping. So I just wait till it comes out. I'm not gonna. I do have to be honest with you. I have POs with Spec Fiction, but not directly with any.
I won't like order directly, from any place probably anymore, or even think about it.
Right.
I will just have to weigh, and that's actually something I'm going to discuss with you guys because Prime One has me in their sites. Actually, once again, here upcoming this next week that I was what you guys are talking about. Maybe discuss to pre-order or not to pre-order. That is the question that we're facing. But hey, I mean, the way you keep going.
My answer is always pre-order, except when it's J&D. There we go. That's about it. When it's J&D, everywhere else, pre-order.
Haterade has been. See, there it is, right there. The Haterade be drunk down. But one thing I would say, hey, Chad, you guys got to agree. For William talking shit about stuff, William's been like the top grade A advertising for buying XM statues.
Yes, he loves them.
I mean, or not all, but either it's by what he's pulling out in front of us, saying, going Vanna Whiting and everything in front of our eyeballs here, or he just had, he just goes and pulls down the back there, and then it's like, hey, look at all my XM statues that I have sitting on my shelves right now. You totally should not buy from these guys. However, did I mention, you see this really cool Red Hulk? That's XM, man. Isn't that thing look super detailed and great? I think that's the best that character has ever been made.
You're not wrong. It is the best Red Hulk.
I'm understanding, but however, you're seeing here though that you might be sending mixed messages. If you're truly anti-XM, you should send that Red Hulk to me.
Right?
Because I don't. I still like
with the Deadpool, the X-Force Deadpool you have too, the number 2 edition. You got to send that to me too. Be a good friend.
Stand up for your anti-XM-isms. It's time to make your stand.
Well, I'm not anti-XM, first of all, and second of all, I've just been blessed with a lot of local great collectors here that bought a lot of XM statues because they were the top. They should be called the prime, okay, at the time. And now people are letting things go, and part, and XMs are going for sale cheaper, and I'm picking up the pieces I've always wanted at the time. I couldn't afford it, so that's why I have them. And Hulkbuster hopefully will be shipping.
We need that.
So why do I feel like there's a little inner William in his head going ho, 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 like fucking Jabba the Hutt? I'm just thinking I have Hutts on the brain after seeing Mando and Grogu last weekend.
How bad was it?
He said, "How bad was it, Lane?"
Oh, actually, I had fun.
Okay.
No,
I want to temper that when with the movie, I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like it's not a great movie. It's my biggest issue was some of the character. Yeah, well, you can shame or whatever all you want. I was looking forward to it. I like Mandalorian and Grogu. I really liked I love the first 2 seasons of Mando. The third one, eh. Okay, so is this another? This is going to be a Sentinel Robo thing again?
Looks like it kind of does look like I don't know what kind of robot has a foot like that does, but
that's her foot.
no,
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I'm just messing with you guys.
Oh,
I know. Yeah.
Usually not that good, so that's why we took you.
Could be. I don't know. It might be a Danger Room or Sentinel. I have no clue. I can't even tell at this point.
Walton said Danger Room garbage.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
What is the numbering?
The numbering, we are looking at 27 out of 799. So this is a pretty low.
Damn. So they made a lot of these. I know on the secondary market, I've seen this one go for as cheap as like $500.
It's crazy. Like this at $7.99. Obviously, a healthier market, healthier XM. But nowadays, XM, like the pre-orders before they went to release shit, they're getting like $2.99, $1.99. So the fact that this piece got $7.99 shows like the confidence and the difference in the time compared to now, and definitely about a year or two earlier with XM at least. You know?
Let me switch that over here.
Oh yeah, my bad. I got it well.
No, you're good.
So color code, obviously, with the
look at that, about fucking time.
And it's like very colorful too. It's not like a hint of purple. It's like a fucking full-on purple.
Yeah, like you can actually see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I like the details and the paint on it, like just the base there. Obviously, it's not like too different than some stuff we've seen before, but I still think of all the ones you've had recently. I still like the Apocalypse base, the base the most. Although I would probably say of the bases we've had from recent, Marcos is J&D one for the guts. That's the best base I think I've seen.
It's a good base for sure. It's the best part of the statue, honestly. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me rewind. I got a little ahead of the game there real quick, but let me pull out the art print.
Back when they're doing art prints, which I loved.
Yeah, the funny thing is they did the art print, but I never actually displayed the art print. And then all the stuff she comes with. So they're color coded, so hopefully I could figure everything out. Ideally, couple arm swap outs and stuff like that. So let's see how much. And it's like you said, Marcos, is like this piece for some reason didn't get as much love as you would think it would.
Yeah, I liked it a lot when it came out. I remember. I forgot who I was watching, but someone was doing an unboxing, and people were like, this is a horrible pose, this and that, like everything.
Well, I can kind of get the pose a little bit. I think actually I like the pose better for the premium format that came out.
I'm trying to think of that one. What was it?
That was like the last couple of years. I know because I know
the moon in the back and everything.
Yeah, I like the pose a little bit more for this one. Now the thing with this particular, the paints on like the bodysuit and all that stuff are really good.
Oh yeah, which Shiny can't really do consistently.
Yeah,
XM is always a step above usually. How's the skin look though? It looks pretty flat to me right here.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much shading as I would like to see it. It's not, the pinks aren't popping like they should. It could be my light. Let me go to different light here. Yeah, it could be my light, or it just could be what it is. I'm gonna get a little closer. I do have some good lighting on it right now, so you probably
It doesn't look horrible. It just does look a little flat on our end. I don't know. It looks like that in person though. The butt looks great. Great.
A lot of ass.
That's a
which
great
is what,
cake right there. That's angel food right there, baby.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a lot of what Psylocke is known for.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Maybe
is.
a bun. They got her at the lick, but they got her.
Or famously catching Cyclopses up you right before he got in trouble with his wife, and then they kind of just forgot about it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that trilogy kind of went off the rails during Apocalypse.
No. I was talking about from the comics. There's famous issue where she was like in a bikini coming out of the water, and Cyclops was just like staring, and Jean like zaps him, saying he's like Jean, and she like zaps him, and he goes, I'm glad to see you remember.
So this is why Cyclops probably left Jean right here, because of no fucking chest. You know, XM that has no chest on that Jean Grey.
The new one. Oof, yeah.
Yeah, no, they Elliot Page, as they would call her.
No, boy, let's not go that's some insulting talk there.
Talking about Achilles?
Yeah, Achilles. Fuck, God damn it, Nolan, I love you, but God damn, what are you doing, dude?
Achilles. Now here's one thing I will say, because I know they've said already and disproven that is not who Elliot Page is playing, Achilles. However, in it, depending on how the Odyssey was done, it's not completely impossible for the Odyssey version of Achilles.
I heard
that Elliot Page could actually play Achilles in a matter of like CGI or something,
right?
Yeah, because he's a broken, like little shade in the other underworld as he recounts a story to Odysseus. He's not like, it's literally, in some ways you could actually picture where you had Brad Pitt, Achilles as immortal. He's the strongest, most virulent hero.
He's not immortal.
But I said hero. I didn't say immortal. He's mortal. But I'm saying in the Odyssey, he's a broken, minuscule shade of what he was formerly. That's what he's described as. So I'm not saying they would actually or should do it, but I'm saying for some reason there is a manner for how he is presented actually in the story or in the mythology, where if you did some CGI and crazy stuff using Elliot Page as the basis for how Elliot Page is a smaller person, if you're trying to give off the impression where he's like more of a ghost or something like that kind of thing, it could actually work. Well, I'm not saying they should do that, but you could do a different actor.
Lane, let me just say this.
You can just throw Brad Pitt back as a ghost. I don't see why. Like, you can't go from Brad Pitt to Elliot Page. I'm sorry.
You can't.
I know. I'm just.
Lane trying to play devil's advocate. I get it, Lane.
No. I'm just trying to give an explanation for how
But Lane, let me just say this.
In some sort of sense, Lane, there might have been a way you could have had it that could have made a little bit of sense.
Lane, but the trans community has always said straight actors can't play trans characters. So why can a trans person play a straight actor?
I'm not getting into that explanation.
I'm just saying. Like, they make the rules. They got to follow it. That's all it is.
It's not how that works. Mark.
I know. I understand, but I'm just saying that there is a possibility where in the actual mythology of the story.
I get no. Wait, no. We were over.
I know,
but it's stupid.
I know it could make sense, sort of.
The fact that Travis Scott's in the movie is stupid. Even if
that's a whole.
And then it's even dumber that look, Lupita Nyong'o, how do you ever say it, is a very beautiful woman. She should not play Helen of Troy. I'm sorry to say, like, it's the dumbest thing ever. And I love Christopher Nolan. He's like one of my favorite directors. Not David Finch, but he's one of my favorites. But see, like, whoa, the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Whoa. No, Lane, I rewound the tape. It sounds like you said immortal. Let's get a replay. See, there we go. Whoa.
I'm mortal. No.
I knew it. Thank you, Walton. He can rewind it, Lane. We can't right now. But he can.
I said mortal, not immortal.
No, he said immortal. Thank you, Walton.
I didn't.
You're always right as usual. Marcos is
No,
always
no.
right.
I may not have enunciated clearly enough, but I said mortal.
Now you're saying you can't speak English? Come on, Lane. Let's go. What's going on here? That's your excuse now.
Not enunciating well enough and not speaking in English is two different things, senor.
Did the Achilles Elliot Page ghost take over your body for a second? What's going on here?
See, I'm trying to actually give a constructive thing where something could actually kind of make sense.
And then you got
I got Marcos making dumb jokes.
When am I not making dumb jokes?
I know. The thing is that I tried to explain this to somebody, and they were just like, "Oh, you think you did what Marcos said?" I'm like, "No." I was like, despite the silliness and probably shouldn't do it, there is a way Chris Nolan could actually have made that work where it actually is not completely ridiculous from the source material. Would I say do it? 100% no. But not at all.
Broken person. Why not get a little person to do it? Like a midget.
Well, that's not the same thing, though.
I'm just throwing it out there. That's like the weakest form.
No, but that's no.
Say that.
Throwing it out there. Give a little person some work too. They don't get a lot of work in Hollywood.
Nobody gets a lot of work in different role for anything anymore because you got to look. You got to be look or be from. I mean, if you look at what they like the Avatar, they're doing the new Aang movie that's supposed to be coming, the animated one.
Oh, the show.
And they literally recast all the voice actors. Their main explanation is because they're going to be all adults.
Oh, I saw that. That's stupid.
But the main reason is because they wanted to make sure they have voices like Stephen Yeun, who does Mark, Invincible. They want to make sure that the characters match the quote ethnicities that the characters represent.
So dumb.
Even though they're made up. But I mean, obviously they're inspired by certain things. But I was like, you're trying. I was CGI is a new thing, but. All I was all my thing was, I mean, that's cool, and I can maybe get it even in live action. However, it's animated, man.
Yeah, no. And
the voices are what help define the character. Was Mark Hamill really a clown? Was he? Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you could have the Bruce Timm Joker showing up or something like that in an animated project, but. If it was like the teacher from Ferris Bueller's Day Off who went Bueller, if it was his voice coming out of the Joker's mouth, people are going to have a whiplash and not aren't going to buy it. Voices for animated characters are 60 to 70% of the characters.
It is because obviously,
Yeah, Ben Stein. But I'm just saying, and anybody who's going to come up, I know that's a ridiculous comparison there.
That was the worst comparison you ever have right there.
That was just saying how silly it could be when you change voices. That's for Toph, because the woman who voiced her was a kid.
Real quick, everything that you've shown us on the base looks really well done. It looks pretty much of a headache to put together, though. The little
that's reminding me kind of some of the pieces you had to put for the angle. Like the Angelus statue with the serpent stuff, having to wrap around the body and everything.
Yeah, that was a little bit annoying to say the least, but I'm going to continue.
Too bad, but not easy. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's they're not. Some of the stuff's not color coded, but I'm just kind of eyeballing it and I'm just putting it there, and they do fit. So.
I would love for Jake to be coming on. He's ghosting us because he hates me. I think now I'm gonna cry.
Oh my gosh, Marcos is got a victim.
Oh yeah, he's real victim today.
He's everybody is after me.
I love Jake, but I think he hates me now, guys. I think I said the Hobbit trilogy was horrible, and he.
Why Marcos was, he's like, no one will just let me return their 100-mile-an-hour serves of me on the court.
I would love it too, but I think, like I said the Hobbit trilogy was horrible, and he has not replied back. So
there was a Hobbit show
trilogy.
Oh,
3 movies. Should have been at most 2 movies. It should have been 1 movie, but it should have been at most 2.
I think they always penned a duology. It was originally supposed to be a duology.
Yeah.
And then they said, let's make it 3 movies.
Yeah, let's make
and
money.
It's like,
that's what Hollywood said.
Let's make more money. Why do 2 when we can do 3?
They stretched that third movie so much, dude. They had that's like 10 pages worth of material. They stretched a whole movie. That was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was. It was one big fight.
Yeah, Peter Jackson hated it. Like, he hated the fact that they made it a trilogy. He said it. He didn't have enough time for the orcs, so all of it was CGI. So he did not like that process. He said, from compared to the Lord of the Rings, even though the Lord of the Rings was a lot harder. He said he enjoyed it though, like the end product. You could tell there was a lot more dedication and time going into that rather than the CGI slopfest we had with The Hobbit. And Smaug dies in the first 10 minutes of the third one. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Spoiler alert, my bad. But
yeah, I was wondering what was going on with Mr. Roop. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Oh man, maybe he left his computer out of his classroom again since school's out.
Wait, today. Oh yeah, he might be at graduation or something today. Yeah. Because I know
we miss you, Jacob. If you're watching, we miss you.
Yeah. We miss him telling Marcos off and how great Hobbit movies were.
Actually, Jacob is the only one that really agrees with me most of the time. So I love him.
Which I find oddly strange.
I know. Well, I did make love to him once, so that's why probably.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, so there's more of a connection now.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, there's surprising. There's a lot of little pieces I wasn't really aware of, and I'm going to try to figure out where to go. There's some random plates here.
Walton, I find Lane's voice very soothing. I love it. I don't like Will's voice though too much, so. I
don't like Will's voice either. So we're both in the same.
I sound like a 10-year-old child. I sound like Elliot Page. So
well, I mean, you are almost 10. I mean, you're a little older, but it's pretty close.
I'm overcompensating with the goatee and mustache right
now. Let's see. I think this one pegs here.
I did try to copy Will with the goatee for a while.
Yeah. Why do you think I cut mine?
Wow. See, guys? See? He's like, fuck that. Can't have a little bro doing the same shit as me.
Yeah, I was like, find your own identity, Marcos.
Hey, man. Come on, hey. I gotta do something. Can't look like a baby face my whole life.
You're like, fucking William's badass. I'm gonna copy him.
Will's so fucking dope, dude. I'm gonna goatee like him. I'm going bald next.
On purpose.
On purpose, even I got this rug on my head right now.
Lane and I are like, man, we wish we could go bald on purpose.
Dude.
Let's see. I'm trying to find. I think I'm getting close to all these little pieces being done. So
my family, all the males, they die with their hair, full set of hair, white hair. So I'm blessed that I will not.
I decided to lose most of my hair at 27.
No, there we go. My friends started losing it at 17, Lane. So.
I mean, Marcos is not a competition. We're just saying, There it goes. I think I got it wrong. All right. So I believe the base is all together. So yeah, this doesn't seem no sense at all. It's
some sort of weird danger room robot.
Yeah.
That is a weird angle for her to be put at, though. I will agree.
Yeah, it's very odd. I'm gonna grab her arm here.
Walton, I didn't know I could do this, but I'm gonna put you in timeout. I'll in timeout, Oh shoot! How do I get him back? My bad, Walton. Walton, I love you. Where you at?
There's some form of grenade here. There's a couple other stuff here, so not quite sure where a grenade goes. So I'm gonna have to, even though I have a light. Oh, I think it goes on top of this thing. So here. Actually, let me show you the grenade before I start pegging things in. It's really cool detail, actually. Let's just rotate that, and it goes up here on this top. I believe right there. Sits on there like that. It's starting to seem like a little bit of a mess.
Okay, well, in 5 minutes. I'm sorry, man. I thought it was funny though. It said 5 minutes. I tried to untime out you. It says 5 minutes.
Walton's like missing the whole thing
He
because
hates me, man. So I don't think it kicks him out of the show. Like it just says Walton was banned and their comments were removed. But I did time out. I didn't ban him. I feel like I did. Maybe I did. I did end the show earlier. Remember the other week?
Yeah. So stop.
So Marco, stop touching buttons, please.
Yeah, stop pushing buttons, Marcus.
Don't do anything unless William says do it. With his supervision, Mr. 5-year-old.
Marco's just like very, very lucky. I'm a very pacifist person. So it's like, oh, that shit happens. Okay.
Marco's breaker of worlds.
Yeah. All right. I'm
going back and forth with Jay right now.
JC?
Yeah.
Tell him to come on if he wants. Sword's looking pretty dope. I do like the sword. It is fairly heavy.
Oh dang! Oh, actually, that's a great sword.
It's metal or not. It feels like it's really heavy.
That's even worse than for an arm hanging down like that.
Well, no, because it goes off to the side like this, so you just put it in the hand.
Okay.
And it's actually not too bad of a weight. It has some weight, like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I just don't love this scene anymore. I just don't love this angle. It's really weird.
Yeah, I feel okay. So I think that the reason why probably X23 and this one didn't sell as much is because the angles, and how she's very dynamic with it. I feel like it was a little more simpler, or I don't know. It's just that.
Yeah, I can see why people maybe were upset about the pose because it is maybe hard to display sometimes, but
it's still. I still think so far from what we've seen though, with the paint apps and everything, including, I think the base. I like the base colors and everything, even though it's whatever the hell this thing's supposed to be. It looks like something from
Danger Room,
like BioShock or something like that we would see.
The paint on the side is good. There's a lot of reds and purples in there. You can see the shading. So it
that's her corset around the body.
Yeah, I call it a sash, but yeah, I guess.
Sash, yeah.
Put that in right here. I don't know exactly what angle. I'm assuming it's something like this.
Now I've been poking Jay because I think he should because he's looking at, maybe doing some versus style pieces.
Yeah, 1/4. Don't do 1/3, Jay. I love 1/3, but 1/3 dioramas are.
No.
Quarter.
He's already confirmed.
Quarter for sure.
No, he's confirmed the scaling for
Thank
1
God.
day.
Because I remember at the beginning it was going to be 1/3 dioramas. Like that's.
What I was hitting up was I think he should do a Thanos versus Captain America from the Infinity Gauntlet. When Thanos was hitting down and Cap was blocking with his shield.
No, you want Captain somewhat of like a powerful stance. You want him getting beat down like I do every weekend.
I do like this though. The paint on this is really good.
Well, no, but it's a little bit short because that's an iconic scene with Thanos, and it's more about because his 3rd scale Thanos came out.
That does look good though, Will.
Huh?
Yeah, I like the psychic knife there.
What would look better, obviously, if it was lit up, but I don't think it does, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think XM ever did light up.
No, I don't even think their Ghost Rider was light up, huh?
Yeah, no, that I will say, for all the crap we give PCS, that 3rd scale Ghost Riders of theirs came out amazing.
Yeah, they come out really good.
But it's really fucking expensive.
Very expensive.
Like almost $4,000. But hey, you can buy that for a J&D piece instead. I think Marcos.
I'm going
internally. Marcos is already covering his face. Like no.
I'm going easy PCS over that one. So.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that head sculpt. How many does this come with? 2, right?
2, yeah.
As always, the hair looks great with XM. The portrait kind of looks like fucking Lois Lane though, dude. Doesn't really look like Psylocke to me. The hair looks great.
I can see where maybe it doesn't have quite as much an Asian flair.
The hair looks great though, huh?
She normally has.
Yeah, the hair's fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic hair.
I mean, I have my other Psylocke over here. I can pull that portrait out and you can see a difference if you guys like.
This is a very specific pose too. Yeah, I can see why people got not ups. I don't see why you get upset about it, but definitely kind of more tough to pose this one.
I don't necessarily think it's tougher to pose it. I just feel that it's a little more maybe too dynamic for a lot of people. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm a museum guy, so I like the museum stuff. And this is a little more than what I would care to have. I already have a Psylocke. I like to bring
there he is. There he is. Sorry, Walton. That was a joke, and I didn't know how it works. He's back, baby.
He does seem. The only thing I'm noticing from her, she does seem a little overscaled. But that could
not the booty and boobs, though, right? Keep those.
That was overscaled ever. This portrait's a lot nicer. I prefer this portrait.
Let me see. 100% better. Obviously, like the little thing goes on her top right there. I think it looks a lot better.
Yeah, I like that one better too.
The chin on the other one just looks a little bit more defined, I guess you could say. Got a strong Elliot Page.
These are still both better than looking at the Catwoman on Mass Head Sculpt for the plastic version. That one's still the worst female head sculpt I may have ever seen.
Yeah. Will Walton said, "You like the RBF?" Question mark. I don't know what he's meaning by that.
RBF.
Walton, expand, please. We're dumb, so.
Magnet's pretty. There we go. Let me pull that up and put this one on, and then I'll put her little ability on her forehead. There it goes. And her little butterfly.
Yes.
A piece of her hair there, which I think it pegs on this way. Nope, it pegs on the other way. My bad.
Uses confused.
I confuse all freaking day.
Story of my life.
There we go.
No, I didn't time you out, Walton. You're still here. Stop whining. What is RBF?
I think that is it. Besides the plaque. So let's get the plaque. I just kicked the chair.
I heard it. I saw it. I love it.
Oh, the pain.
Sounded
like Dr. Smith there.
It was the roll of my foot, not my toe. If it was my toe, I'd have to back out for 2 minutes.
Read the line above it. What the hell is he talking? What is Walton talking about, guys?
I don't know what he's drinking today.
Dude, Walton, what are you drinking, smoking? We're pro all of it, but god dang, dude.
Nice.
Oh, so it came with the art piece and that. That's cool.
That's good, yeah.
So this one, when they were rolling in money, they're like, fuck it, let's give them both. Now they're like, shit, let's get a piece out and hope for the best.
I like my life. Yeah, so let me see. I think my light's good here. I do love this portrait a lot better than the other one. After you said Lois Lane, I can't get that out of my head.
Yeah, I'm always right.
Well, I didn't say you were right. I'm just saying it's in my head now.
No, I'm always right. What can I say?
There's no other swap outs. The only thing I'm noticing, like I said, is potentially her scaling's a little bigger unless she's scaled at 6'2", then maybe. But let me get a.
That's looking for height. Can you get like maybe another X-Men piece near her? Maybe so we can like scale her up.
Yeah, so she's about see. So at 6'2", quarter scale, that's 18.5 inches. She's about 19, but she is
5'11" in the comics.
Yeah, she's overextending here, so that could give her a little bit more height. So she's pretty close. The piece itself stands I'd say about 20 to the top of her head, 21 to the tip of the her ability on one hand. The other thing I noticed, even though she's not carrying a sheath with her, the sword seems a little longer than it should be for her. It's about 11 inch. The base, let's see, depth, it's about 13. I'm sorry, width's about 13 because all the.
Ooh, oh, he said, Will, you like resting bitch face. That's what he was saying.
Yes, I do. And then a foot depth. So there
Not
you
too
go.
bad.
So it's not, yeah. So yeah, a foot by 12 by 12. That's not a bad. Well, I say 12 by 12. Actually, the depth is from the tip of the sword. I'm an idiot. So that's almost 21 inches, almost 22. Yeah, 21 inches depth with the tip of the sword. So if you're going to display, which kind of sucks because you want to display it pointing at you like this, like how it's pointing towards the camera, that sword's going to stick out, right? Yeah, I find it. I'm not too like particular with the pose, like I mentioned earlier. I get the whole dynamics and stuff. I do have the LL Psylocke where she's like standing in front of a koi pond. She's like holding her sword on her shoulder like this.
Yeah.
Down there. And I love that piece. I think they did a great job with the koi and the water and everything. But I'm more of a museum guy. So if it's too dynamic like this, it's a cool piece. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't take away how awesome it is. I feel that they could have done something. I always feel the same way about the bases. Danger Room or Sentinels, we got to start doing something different. I just I get it, but we need a breath of fresh air with something other than that, right?
We're talking about the Psylocke sideshow. Like they did something different, like ninja type garden type thing with the moon in the background.
Yeah, and actually, Jarhead, shout out to Custom Produce. On Wednesday, he shows a picture of a toy store he went, and they actually had that sideshow piece, and he actually really liked it in person. When you look at it, online through the picture, like, it's okay, but he said it was very. It was an epic piece. And I was like, yeah. And I could dig that. I don't like that she's crotched up there, but I get the scenario and the story behind it. And I understand what's going on here with this Danger Room. I just not particularly a fan.
You see what Chris Michael got, right? He got a custom Psylocke piece, that sideshow one. It's like it looks like Talia al Ghul, like she's green besides purple.
Yeah, he painted it so that it's like the Lazarus and everything, and it looks really good.
Yeah. Actually,
it's Talia.
The thing is though with that piece, right? I don't like that Psylocke piece too much because she doesn't look like Psylocke. It looks like a different character with Psylocke's clothes. So it's cool that you could have that option to make her a Talia al Ghul basically. So that's awesome. Actually, XM teased a long time ago they were going to do Talia al Ghul, and obviously it hasn't happened yet because they're so far behind. So they're planning on doing 1/4 Talia al Ghul, but it hasn't happened.
We all agree with the paint. This is Danger Room. There's a lot of battle damage. I think the base, the surface of the base seems a little muddy. They didn't put too much emphasis on the paint on the surface of the base, but all the electrical components, mechanical components, they did do some little bit of extra there with some of the textures and the contrast. I don't know what the two metal pieces were for or what the idea is with that. Like I said, there's some things tend to confuse people when they're looking at certain bases, but other than that, it's not bad. The paint's great. The paint on her is great. Her skin could use a little bit more shading, a little bit more pinks in there. It seemed a little too much cream, not enough pinks and yellows. I think, based off what I'm looking at in person, the suit with all the texturing, the leathering, and the cloth look really good. And the sword's awesome, man. It looks like it's electroplated. It feels heavy. I'm thinking it's metal, but I didn't want to bend it to try and see. And like I said, this portrait's good. The hair's phenomenal. I love the way they did the transition with the hair on the forehead, so it just doesn't look like they put a cap on it or a wig. So, yeah, well, not enough pink, Walton. I'm not seeing enough pink in there. The eyes look great. Makeup looks good on her. I'd give her a solid 7.58. I think that's the same score I did X23. I put them both in the same category in terms of how good this piece is. So not a terrible piece by far. If this is if you like dynamic pieces for Psylocke, this is pretty good for the price point, right? Because the price point, this one's going to go up for sale, and the price point really cheap. We're talking Hexo plus cheap, just to move the inventory. But if you want to like a really really good Psylocke, LL put out a couple of bangers, but good luck. Yeah.
We all love roast beef, Arby's.
Yeah, you know what? I ate Arby's back in the day when I was 12. I don't know anybody that eats there. I don't know how
it's a front for like a mafia, I think, right now at this point. Like, there's no way it's a legit business staying on this film,
I've never seen anybody go into an
Arby's. Seen more than one person in the
You know what? It's like that Minnesota daycare thing. I think that's what Arby is.
The Leering Center?
Yeah, Leering Center.
Yeah, Leering Center. 100%. I'm with you, dude. But I think it's mafioso. It's not government. It's mafioso.
Maybe.
I think, or maybe it could be government. Some Epstein, Epstein conspiracy theory, Arby's. I don't know. It could be. You never know.
We don't know. We're just peons.
There's no way it's surviving on its sales alone. That's all I know.
No.
Arby's is definitely not surviving on its sales alone. No. Maybe Lane's Arby's muncher. I don't know.
Yeah, he could be an Arby's guy. I don't know.
Are you keeping Arby's alive? Is that what's going on?
He goes there for lunch every day.
Yeah, Lane, are you keeping
roast beef? It's like I love roast beef.
The roast cheese and beef.
The roast cheese and beef. All right, Marcos, what do you think about this piece, man?
I think the hair looked fantastic. The first portrait didn't really like that much. Like I said, Lois Lane. The second portrait still looks a little Lois Lane-like, but it's not bad. The hair, like I said, is fantastic. The outfit looks great. The skin, I said it right when I saw him, like it looks pretty for XM too. Like it looks pretty, not XM, flat. There's some pink hues, I guess. I saw some. Like I'm pushing it with some. The red sash or whatever you want to call it. Like it looked pretty basic. The base, I actually liked all the details in it. I couldn't see the bottom part of the base that you said looked pretty neglected, I guess you could say, with the paint job and details. For me, very specific piece. Like this is not like if you want a one and done Psylocke, it's probably not the piece for you. I'm pro always dynamic 1/4. I'm always pro that. I'm pro 1/3 museum, 1/4 dynamic. I'm not pro 1/4 museum. I think it's the stupidest thing to do because you have a lot more play with 1/4 because it's smaller. Everything. Dang, whoever's the ringer was that was loud.
I got a message here, and I don't know how to take away the notification.
But for me, I'm always more pro 1/4 dynamic. I just don't think they had the right pose. It's not bad though. I actually do. It just could be in some people's collections, like say on a garage shelf, it could be a little bit difficult to mix it with other pieces.
Yeah.
Not like crazy. You just got to be somewhat a little finagly, this and that. For me, I'd probably get a 7.9. So pretty good. Like, if you have a whole X-Men line, like I think this would work well. If you have like, I want a Psylocke piece, is be my one and done. Probably not the piece.
No, yeah, I don't think it's a one-off piece at all.
It's a one-off. Like there's obviously I know JC probably is maybe tackle this character maybe one day. We'll see. I think the sideshow one concept is a little bit better, but I don't like the skin tone and the portrait on that one.
Right.
But yeah, so 7.9 is a pretty fair score, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a solid number for this piece. Mr. Melted Butter, what do you think?
I like the piece here overall. I think obviously as we talked about the body, the style, and everything is really nice. I like the paint apps on the kind of metallic purple and stuff of her actual outfit and her knee pads, the leotard, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think the sword looks cool. I really like the paints on the base. I think that's actually the part that's most striking to me is that actually came off when you were first pulling out. I was like, what is this dumb robot or something like that now we're seeing. But seeing the whole thing here, I will say it does make the base be a little bit more annoying to put together than it necessarily should be. Yeah. But like I said, I think it looks like a robot from you're seeing like BioShock or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I just think the angle is really awkward. I know it's supposed to be kind of like her in mid-air jumping, kind of adjusting like her attack vector with her hands and stuff, but it makes, like you were saying, it gives her a very awkward feel, kind of like X-23. And if your eyes impressed make you think it's awkward, you're less likely to buy the statue. There's a reason a lot of people just buy straight museum pose, because they get to see everything, stuff like that.
Right.
This, Marcos, this kind of reminds me of, it's not exactly the same thing, but kind of the move flying action pose, the rogue premium format that Sideshow.
Yeah,
it's not exactly the same thing.
With the mixed media like outfit.
Yeah, but that earlier one, not the one where she was pulling her glove off, that came out in the last year.
Yeah, that was horrible too.
But I think it gives, if you don't like it, her pose reminds me of that one where it's kind of they're turning a little bit. I think it's something also, it looks like she's kind of bending her back a little bit and everything. And some of the arm pose here doesn't quite match up to me with where she's kind of, where her back is arched and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What is she actually trying to do other than, well, we wanted to have her showing off the weapons, kind of.
Right.
And it doesn't make a ton of like if they had the sword going the opposite, like it had it going like she was, looks like maybe she was gonna somehow, or her arm was up a little bit thing, or it looked like they were posing where the sword would go backwards. Like it looks like she's activating her second knife, but she's about to drive the sword back into the robot or something that's hooking her like into the head. Yeah. That would make more, because you can't do it because of the pose, but like if the arm was a little bit more bent or something like that, like she was moving it back, looked like she was about to thrust it back. I think that.
Sorry to interrupt. I wonder if I can do that.
Nah, it's not. It's going to run into the robot, I think.
Yeah, no, it will.
Maybe what they should have done, honestly, too, because like she's like breaking up the robot, right? That's the whole like idea of it. Like she's kind of cutting through the robot world.
I think she's like trying to flip over the robot.
What they should have done maybe is used her powers, like, and the whole base is kind of like a, how anime statues do the whole base kind of like a power thing. They should have done that with her power, like her like breaking up that robot. It's all in pieces, like her jumping off it using her power. Maybe that would have been better than just like having her power in her right hand. Obviously, I guess clear resin costs more money in areas like that, maybe more complicated.
I think it looks a little awkward.
Well, I was able to flip it just to kind of give you an idea of with it backwards.
Yeah, except it's still a little, that at least kind of makes a little bit more sense, kind of, maybe. But it's just the positioning. That just this positioning there is a little bit weird. That's whatever the original decision was to go, whatever art or like concept they had laid out. I don't think it's the most ideal one for a statue. Like if this was, say, like a cover art or something like that was being used, say, like for a print that Sideshow was selling or something, like an actual cover art of that kind of thing. I think this would be like, it would be perfect for that. I'm trying to sell an art print, but I'm not sure it fits for a statue. Somehow that does not surprise me, Walton, because it's the opposite of what we're talking about.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I actually like it a lot better like this too, because it does save you a lot of space when you put it in play. So
but I just mean the just entire setup look and everything. So I'm not surprised Walton say I like this side thing better, because we've all said we don't love it. Yeah. That's just how the Walton train chug choo-choos down the track.
Yep.
I'd probably say actually 7.5 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
If you can get this statue, because I've seen it sell for like $500.
Yeah.
Like I think for a value, this would be, if you don't own a Psylocke or something, this one would be for that price.
Maybe you're just a buyer and you're starting off and you want to get something that's fairly inexpensive
and very cool looking.
Yeah,
this would be. We've seen you unbox worse statues for that kind of thing.
And me too with the Jane.
I still can't sell it either.
Yeah. But so I think it's a solid statue. But the thing is, like, even we were making fun earlier. We've seen, like, we talked about the Red Hulk, which is probably a little bit older than this one.
Yeah.
That's a grade A one, where this is kind of a. I think even that like the Dark Phoenix one, I know that's a super valuable one, but like that one blows this one away. Like it just blows it away.
Yeah.
But now is this one that is for your collection or one you're selling?
I'm not sure. The Rogue that we did and the unboxing and this one originally are up for sale, but I was like, well, let me see what they look like in person, and if I like it, then I'll just take it off the buyer's hand. It was going to be fairly, because you go on Hexopus and they were like, I don't know, $4.90, $3.99 or something for each one on their sale. This piece, I've tried to sell it in the past close to retail and it just wouldn't move. So there's this one. There's another one that's actually brand new sealed. This was sealed as well, that somebody's trying to sell, but I don't think it'll sell for the price they're asking for. So sometimes, and I tell some of these sellers, because a lot of times they go through me for me to help them sell, which most of the time I'm successful, but sometimes it's like you're gonna take a loss. There's just no way. And during COVID, that was like the best time to upsell everything and get like bang for your buck and start flipping these things. But nowadays, it's dirt cheap.
Dude, I sold my Figurama Kenshin versus Shishio. It was $1,200 retail, plus shipping was like $250. I sold that thing for $600 ship. So
get
rid of it. I'm not gonna.
And XM just isn't helped, like you're saying with Hexbus, that they're, because of their reputation and not getting out stuff the last few years. That there are few exceptions. Like Magic, the Dark Phoenix, even probably Red Hulk, even though Red Hulk Lineburger's gone down a little bit.
Well, the only one that I've seen that really retained value, it's the two. Ghost Rider, not on a horse, but the Ghost Rider has dropped a little bit, but still has great resale, and obviously the Hulkbuster. Those are the two I've always seen that have huge resale values. So.
Well, no, the XM Storm. I haven't seen one cheaper than $35.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that one stays.
Which I have. I need to repair it. It's not live unboxing ready. It's got a lot.
I remember I got my XM Deadpool from Todd because he had a big sale on it for $650 plus shipping, $150. Like it's way under retail. I'm like, thank God, dude. So I was very happy. Like that was when XM was still pretty healthy too. So I got lucky on that.
Yeah, you got a Hulk transformation as well that kind of keeps.
That still keeps its value. Yeah.
But I think that's just really it from them. I don't think it. Well, maybe some of the, not the Shugo, but the Shogun, like the Batman on a horse.
That's not a lot of it though. The Batman on a horse does, but everything else kind of sells for
a lot. Poison Ivy, she still retains pretty good.
I just don't ever see people selling it, honestly though.
The Ivy never gets sold. So that's why that's still considered, even with some of the other recent Ivies. Yeah, that's still considered one of the. I mean, especially quarter scale, even though there's been a lot of them. Like Sideshow put out a whole bunch of.
Yeah, I have one.
But that Ivy is still considered, I think, like for kind of for in between kind of the anime style. Like I think people are gonna like that Throne Ivy that came out that Prime 1 finally started to ship.
Yeah,
but it's very anime-esque. One thing I just saw, it's actually in stock. I just am shocked by this. Just I guess maybe hit stock this week, maybe today or yesterday. The half-scale Keaton Batman is in stock now on Sideshow.
But half-scale, it's like, where the hell are you gonna put that?
I cap me with that.
Half scale is the weirdest scale. I've talked about it multiple times. It's the dumbest scale, weirdest scale I've ever seen.
Yeah, because didn't Infinity was that was the scale they were doing? Some of the Lord of the Rings, wasn't it?
One half line from Lord of the Rings from Infinity was 1/3. Oh my God, I'll be all on it. But it's one half. I'm like,
but anyway, so this I think it's a solid. If you own any X-Men pieces, this is a solid one to put with it.
Yeah.
Or there just haven't been a ton of Psylocke made the last few years because their characters been all kind of screwed up.
Well, there's also been a lot of like statues in general made of her, though, surprisingly, compared to other people. Like, I think there's 2 Nightcrawlers. I think Nightcrawler is a more popular character than her, but she's a female, obviously. So, that sells a little bit easier sometimes than a blue character.
This version of Psylocke was one of the most popular. I mean, she's been, like I said, screwed up with the
Which is surprising to me. Like, we have that. Like, we have a good bit of Cyclops, actually, but like, there's not a lot of characters that X-Men that get a lot of love, and I feel like she's gotten a good bit of love in the statue companies. So, and there's a good bit of titties and beer. There we go, titties and alcohol.
I mean,
titties and vodka, titties and whiskey.
We got 2 guys right here on the same wavelength.
The first thing Will did, he turned around like, she's got cake. That's what I said. Like, she's got cake.
And I'm a diabetic, and she got cake, and I still want some.
So Will, you had mentioned though, so with this one, you had some stuff upcoming
in terms of this piece.
No,
or just POs or anything else, or just
no. I would trying to transition a little bit.
or topics.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, so there are a few topics, some fan art stuff and some licensed stuff, and we can kind of get into the shenanigans a little bit. There's a piece that just released that I actually really love. I talked to the team about this particular custom piece that came out. It's supposed to be a lineup, so it's the particular character. There's going to be a bunch of other characters with similar bases, similar story. So it's going to be, it's not a one-off. It's a lineup of this particular group of characters. And I like it because it's semi-dynamic museum. So it's a space saver. I talked to the team. I wanted to get to know a little bit more about it and everything about this particular piece. I know Custom Produce talked about it a little bit, and, the reception was fairly well. There was some questions behind it. So, chatting with everybody and figuring out what was the story behind this particular custom piece, which is a Deadpool. And I know, Mark,
let's go, double penetration.
Yeah, so it's a Deadpool, and I got a little bit more in depth with it, with the group and the story behind it. I'm gonna pick this piece up if it's made. I know Marcos said that he's gonna pick up this piece if it's made. Hopefully it does get made. Hopefully there's more people wanting to get involved and support this group. Now, the group that's making this is the same group that actually made the Dark Side, which I think should be landing in some people's homes here in the U.S.
Yeah, a couple weeks, week maybe next week, honestly.
Yeah, something like that. So if you like the paint job and the printing of that Dark Side on Throne, this Deadpool is going to be part of that group. I know they did a Evil Supergirl and they did a Venom as well. So everything from that group is coming out top notch. So I'll bring this up right now. I'll share it on screen. This piece, and feel free to give out your opinions, any information you want to know about it. We can talk about it. So,
that's a piece of shit. I'm kidding. I
hate it. I hate the transporter on it.
No, I know. There's one thing I would love about this piece is that damn transporter.
That fucking transporter. Let me zoom in on it a little bit. Just want to kind of get you guys' feedback on it. Anybody on the panel, anybody watching later on, just leave a comment and I can read it. And if you have any questions or want more information on this particular piece, let me know. So according to the team, this is Earth 616 Deadpool. Let's see. Let me go back here where the camera so I can see you guys. So it's 616 Deadpool. A lot of people made comments that he was too bulky, but that's the Ryan Reynolds version is skinny. If you read the comics like I did, and I love this particular base on it because it's part of a comic I read when I was younger, and I love the villain of it too. It's one of my favorite villains that Deadpool has to deal with. Mm-hmm. So I really love that story. You can tell it's
this show.
Right. And then there's but there is a movie portrait for those that love the movie actor and everything about that. So there's that version also. So I do like the fact that there's 3 different portraits. This is the comic version. There's another comic version and then the movie. And we'll just kind of let me jump over here. Let me click over on the screen. I do love the texture. The transporter is actually pretty cool. It'd be cool if they could make the transporter light up, but I don't know how big it would have to be for that to happen. So there's the base. The bottom of that base is light up. He's holding the movie version, Golden Desert Eagles. I like that touch. He's in a more of a museum kind of dynamic-ish pose. The detail on the suit and the sculpting is, to me, is top notch. I can't find really anything wrong with the stitching or any other details on this. And if you don't know that person on the base, that is Ajax from the comics. So if you haven't read that comic, the funny thing in the comic, they're fighting in the wilderness, and like Deadpool doesn't have a shirt on, and they're like, it's hand-to-hand combat, and he kills Ajax by snapping his neck underwater. So really good run. Obviously, the sword's on the side, so I'll just rotate this whole picture. The bottom of that base does light up. I don't know if it's going to be multi-light up or it's just going to be red. It'd be cool if you could do like yellow and blue and stuff like that. So.
I just keep it red, dude. Don't make it too complicated. Obviously, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they'll probably add that. He's got the I don't know, it's M16 or something like that on the back. He's got his dual pistols. He's got his swords. So. It's pretty cool. I like how his foot's kind of up a little bit off the snow, so it looks like he's walking over Ajax after defeating him. So I do love that on this particular piece. But I just don't see how he's too bulky for the comic. And I could pull up some comic images.
Oh, dude, he's not too bulky. Don't listen to people that are saying that. Yeah. It really isn't too bulky.
So a little bit more close up on that portrait. We'll rotate it off this side. I love the texturing on that. Sorry about that. I love the texturing on this here, so that's pretty good on the suit.
Mm-hmm.
Even on the leather, you can tell the brown leathers. There's a lot of good on it. There's the smiling portrait. I'm trying to put my name on the. This is part of a comic drawing from somebody. I can't remember the name of that person.
And what's up, fucker? God damn, dude, the fans were asking for you. God damn it.
Dude, you look like Peter Vendetta, motherfucker. Look at the mustache.
There he is. Shit, I might have to go.
We had like 3 different people like, where is Jacob? He needs to contain Marcos. That's what they were saying.
Were you playing tennis earlier today, Marco?
No, my hair's too long.
Pickleball. He was playing pickleball with his pickle.
I was playing sauna room with men in the locker room. That's how I was playing.
Hey, Marcos was like.
I was just gonna say, pickleball sounds like a secretive term from the '80s where you meet a guy in like a spa or something like that.
The sauna, baby, the sauna.
No, Marcos is like what's his Marlon Wayans from Scary Movie. Last one in the shower is rotten egg, and he's like,
last one in the I'm first one in the shower, last one out.
Yeah, that's one out. You gotta make sure everybody's taken care of. But yeah, Jacob, man, thanks for jumping on, man. Appreciate you here. We talked about this Psylocke. We'll run through this Deadpool here. I'm not sure if you've seen this, what you think about the piece, but we'll talk about it a little bit more. A little bit backstory with it. It's pretty much Deadpool and finishing up a battle with Ajax from the comic. So if you never read the comic, you probably don't know any of it. But in the movies, Ryan Reynolds does fight Ajax in the first movie. He doesn't look like the guy in the base because that's the comic version. There's a movie version, obviously. And this is going to be a lineup for X-Force/X-Men. So every single base is going to match this one and have a fallen villain. So it's not a one-off. You know, a lot of people make, is this a one-off? It's not a good one. I see my Deadpool dynamic. I see my Deadpool this, and that. And I'm like, Marcos literally has a PCS 1/3 Deadpool that's not dynamic. He's just standing.
It's museum as hell.
It's museum as hell. So not all Deadpool statues have to be museum. And that's what I appreciate about this piece. And this portrait's probably by far my best. I mean, the best, I think, out of all 3 of them. I love this one the most. And like I said, it's part of an illustration someone did. I can't remember off the top of it. If Merc Mutant was here, he had that on his Instagram.
Where's Murky?
Yeah, he knows exactly who drew this.
Did he say he was going to purchase this or no?
Yeah, actually, he posted that he wanted a 1/3.
Oh, whoa.
So there is a 1/3. There is a 1/3 offer, but I don't think you're gonna get enough people to back up a 1/3. Honestly,
It's tough with customs.
Yeah.
I rarely ever see 1/3 customs. I really.
Well, I mean, except for Spawn, I've seen a couple 1/3.
Well, Spawn's different because they hold the license so tight. Obviously, McFarlane. So the only option you have is obviously custom route. With Spawn usually.
Yeah.
So that's why, but it's different when you have Marvel, DC. It's very rare you get 20 people to even buy a 1/3.
Yeah. I mean, the price point was great for the 1/3. I was like, dude, it's great.
It's awesome. But yeah, like I said, 1/3 right now. I remember you told me man, it's not it's not selling well. I'm surprised this piece didn't sell well because I know Deadpool. I'm like, dude, it's just the times right now. It just really is. People just aren't bro. People aren't buying for Prime 1. They're not buying I guess you could say J&D's the one that's selling out really quickly, which I think people are just blindly buying because of the hype. Let me just say that again. People are buying blindly because of the hype. J&D is a dog shit company. I hope they burn in hell.
Oh, easy. Okay, let's calm down.
No, I will say it again.
Boy, the hyperbolicness is just flying off there.
I came into that Guts J&D as a hater. I'm Marcos is right.
Not Marcos is full of shit.
Okay, let me go back on this piece, Lane. So for me, I just think, Will, you're surprised it didn't sell as well as you thought it would. How people react to it. I just think it really is people just aren't buying right now. It's really what the economy kind of sucks. Fucking gas is $5 in some states. Obviously, I'm in Texas. Still $3.20, baby. Let's go. Love me some Texas.
Yeah, we're about 7-8. So yeah.
California is an absolutely disgusting country. It's a country.
Yeah,
I mean it because I don't think they're American. They just need to be sectioned off, as their own thing. And I hope for the best over there. They have a huge voting population that just votes the wrong way.
Marcos is like anti-Cali, man. Here.
No. My family's from fucking Stockton, for crying out loud. I go there once every 2 years. I hate it.
I was gonna tell you guys too. So the teeth on this, they said they're going to try to make it porcelain or as close as looking like porcelain teeth. So it's not gonna be painted. So that's gonna be pretty dope. I don't know if they get things right.
Who does porcelain teeth? Do most?
J&D doesn't. I know that. J&D does not. So.
Well, we know that. Yeah.
Well, they use
dentures. Yeah, look at the texturing on that face right there, man. That looks
and I love the transporter because not a lot of pieces for Deadpool have the transporter anymore because it was a very early thing with Deadpool. In the comics, he said, he ripped off his transporter. He's like, I'm done with this. He's like, because it's too easy to kill people with this now. So he's like, I want to make it harder. So I love that this piece has a transporter.
Here's one thing I'm loving about this too is look at the texture there on his forearm.
Yeah.
Like you got this, you got the leather underneath, and you got the glove plus the hands, and it's like so many different. It just feels premium based when you look at the sculpting and the paint. And this group, man, they actually painted Darkseid better than the prototype. Now I did the live unboxing of the prototype, and from what I'm seeing, and hopefully we get ours here soon, Marcos. But whoever's getting it first, I'm just crossing my fingers the paint's even better. Yeah. So from what I'm looking at, from when they showed us the prototype, I mean the upgraded paint, it's way better. Yeah.
One deal breaker is that to look like the early comics, none of them will be BS. That's all cousins do. Yeah, I guess so.
So there's Ajax for people that don't know from the comic version. I think the snow came out really, really good. They did a really good job on the snow.
Stuff though in person though, it really is. You can either fuck it up completely or it can be really well done. So snow is always a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it looks perfect. Hopefully,
can you pay extra Prime 1?
Oh, no.
Blood and snow. Don't forget that, Jacob. Blood and snow.
It's included, Jacob. The snow and the blood are included. I don't think they're offering. They need to charge an extra.
No, $1,000 extra charge for the blood and snow. Okay. I just throwing it out there. I didn't know.
Yeah. So I like the fact that they're giving it like his body sinking into the snow after he got killed. So that looks pretty cool. So you can have, more of a life-size corpse on the base and not have like the legs and stuff sticking out everywhere. So
they should have had an option where he's peeing on his head.
What you know what I was thinking? I was gonna talk to their team and say, "Hey, can we do dog pool peeing on his head?"
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, honestly, like that's the Deadpool thing. Like, someone's peeing on his fucking head.
So so there's all the texture. I mean, he got a little bit of cakes down here, not so
Not
much.
Not too much. Okay, now I understand why people say he's too bulky because he's bulky, but the cake's not there. Come on now.
Yeah, he's not Brazilian. And then they come with the.
He is Canadian. He's Canadian.
So there's this base as well, and I do love this base because you got the red bloody footprints like he's chasing Ajax. Simple base for those that don't want Ajax on top. They say you could swap the top of the base. So if you don't want Ajax, you could put this clean version, somewhat clean because there's blood on it. And I love that bloody footprint. I think that is the dopest thing, man. That's so cool.
Why wouldn't you want Ajax?
Nah, it's stupid. Yeah, you would want that.
Yeah, but I mean, I love the idea that they're giving you options. I know Freddie would love it, but Freddie hates us, so he's never on the show. But I know he would love.
When you're on the show, he doesn't like us.
Oh, that's true.
When you're off, he always joins for some reason. It's insane.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that you can swap the top of this base out with the other one if you wanted a clean version. But like you said, why would you want it? But the option's there, so that's great. I could appreciate that. You get a portrait stand, and it does light up as well with the Ryan Reynolds or movie actor portrait. Let me see if there's a better close-up of it. And the deluxe version comes with the 1-to-1 scale electroplated gold Desert Eagles.
This is the thing. I don't think that it should be involved, but if people want it, obviously.
Yeah. I like the idea because it's like a prop. Yeah. A lot of people like buying props and stuff, so I thought that was.
Well, not a lot of people. Freddie likes props. All right, Freddie.
Yeah. I like props. Jimmy, go fuck yourself,
Freddie, Jimmy, and Jacob. They like props. No one else really likes props. Just be real.
Who would want Desert Eagle?
Yeah, exactly. Gold ones, right? Especially gold ones. So this is the measurements they sent out to us. So I wanted to share the measurements so people have an idea. So this Psylocke, she was, what did I say, 12 by 12. So this base is a lot smaller than this one. So it really is really good with the real estate when it comes to real estate and the X-Force variant as well. So
this is what I want right here, baby. This is what I want.
This one right
here. That thing is sick, dude.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the X-Force.
I need an X-Force. I need an X-Force Deadpool so bad. I know Will won't give me his because he's an asshole, but
that's true.
I really want one.
So swap out guns, swap out swords. I think that's cool. There's the movie portrait holding the guns. I do believe there's a close-up of the portrait, so let me. There you go. Yeah, there's a texturing. Let me zoom in on there. What do you guys think about the movie portrait? I mean, are we 90%, 80%? I think to me he's about 90.
My bad. Yeah. So it's definitely Reynolds. Obviously, you know who it is. Like if you look at that, you know who it is.
Yeah.
For me, it's about 90% from the render. But yeah, 90%. Just it's him for sure. It's not like this isn't John Travolta. Obviously, it's like you obviously know that's Reynolds.
What do you think, Jacob?
I just posted. His face looks like a scrotum sack, so I mean it's at least 92%.
There we go.
There
we go.
This is so much better than when he was smiling. You know what I mean? Like I think this looks good, dude. I really like this.
He looks like what did he say? Topographic.
What's called something? Face fuck the tropical. Was it tropical? What was it like?
He said the top. He looks like the map of Utah, like his face.
Basically, yeah. Like the map of Utah face fucked a tropical map of Utah, something like that. Yeah, it was like something like that.
But yeah, and like I said, I think the portraits are, and we've talked about this before with the silicone and the resin. If the resin's 85 and up on likeness, I'm good with it.
100%. I'm pro that too now. After seeing silicone in person, it's not that big of a difference, honestly.
Yeah, no, I think it's
for me. Maybe I'm biased, obviously, but I saw silicone in person, and it honestly didn't like blow me away. It just it was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
What
about
I don't know. I think silicone was pretty good, having seen it in person a couple of times myself.
But what do you think of this portrait being resin, though?
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm expecting like whenever they like Prime One finally puts out that Superman, which is one of the first in their master line, the black suit, blue and red suit of Cavill.
Yeah.
That one, I think the head sculpt's going to look really good because it looked really good on the prototype.
The Timothée Chalamet Dune looked amazing.
Yeah, that one came out really good.
That's what I'm saying. There's no need to do silicone if you do that well at all.
I mean, and based on what you were saying, like to me, this profile view makes it about 96% like him. It's like the side view of his face looks just like him to me.
Right? Like Jacob said, scrotum right there.
Scrotum. Yeah. I mean, which one of us doesn't have one, right? Like we know.
Diseased scrotum right there, 100%. There's no doubt. Blue waffle scrotum.
That blue waffle. Don't Google
blue waffle scrotum. My gosh. Yeah.
Dude, Marcos, why did you have to bring that up?
Because dude, there was one night I had, and I looked at it, I'm like, oh shit. Oh man. Ah.
I love those gold fucking pistols, dude. Those look awesome.
Gold pistoleros, yeah.
The gold pistoleros, man.
I loved in the movie where he's like, I will save you. There. He's like, the hot dog stands have medical kits. Like, no, they don't. He's like, no, they don't. What are you doing?
So on you guys' opinion on this piece, just out there, I love the hell out of it. I love to see this be produced and have it in hand to really give myself a good score based on what I'm seeing. I'm in the 90-95% on this piece. I love this piece to death. I think it's one of the better Deadpools. Yeah, he's not goofy. He's not doing something dumb. I mean, the mask portrait, he's got that big smile, so that kind of puts him there. He just doesn't have his tongue sticking out. But I don't believe all Deadpool statues need to be goofy. Marcos, you got a few of them that are not goofy, and they're fantastic pieces. But Jacob, your opinion based on what you've seen so far?
I think it looks good, but I mean, you got to wait till you got in hand. But I think it's got everything you wanted in Deadpool. You know what I mean? How many swap outs are there? Like a million.
You got, they said, you got the hand swap outs, you got the base swap out, portrait stand, and then they're going to throw in a fourth portrait for the first 10 or 20 people or whatever that POs, which is going to be the OG original Deadpool portrait from the comics.
With the circle eyes?
Yeah, the large, so the black on the eyes is really large.
Yeah, it's like the circle, right?
Yeah, it's really big. Yeah, so they're offering that as well at no extra charge, so that's cool.
I mean, again, I'm different than you guys. I don't read comics. So I'm not a loser. So, but
yeah, you just read fucking Lord of the Rings work. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But Jacob reads novels.
Yeah, true.
Goodnight Bear, those kind of books. But no, the Ryan Reynolds. If you can make him look like that, I mean, that's a selling point to me. I mean, how many Deadpools?
0.
Yeah. So if you get it, that's like the main thing you have to nail. If you nail that, you're golden. Mm-hmm. I think.
Don't do silicone. No need.
No, I don't.
You have like Blitzway and stuff showing how good it can look. Just use translucent resin. You don't have to use silicone.
You know, I think that this same company was teasing like an Arnie with silicone. Like, don't even do it, bro. Like, stop. Like,
but I think
I'm done with the J&D tax of silicone. It's not worth it.
The only reason you want silicone is if you got like it needs hand punch hair or facial hair. Like this guy, like we said, looks like
Blitzway does that too with polystone, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, with that Bruce Lee, right? That was
Bruce Lee. They did it with the Anakin, the action statue, whatever it's called. Like, you don't need silicone. Like, I'm sorry to say, it's an extra price. I work in the medical business. Silicone is not that expensive. I know boobs are, they overcharge for boobs, so.
That's the procedure that they overcharge.
Lay's killing himself because, he has some silicone pieces. And look, to each their own. I'm just saying there's so much good product right now that's not silicone that looks just So it just, the fact that you upcharging $1,000 at least for a silicone portrait is not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I saw, look, let me just do this. Everybody said this Berserk Guts was like like the best J&D silicone portrait, and for me it was like cool. It wasn't like oh my god. It was like looks pretty good. You know, it wasn't anything crazy. So obviously I am scarred on this piece, and I was Jacob. Like I said, Marcus is always right, and I was right about this J&D. I was right about J&D. Absolutely fraudulent company. I hope they burn in hell.
Calm down.
I will say it again. I hope they burn in hell.
It was that bad? I don't think it was that bad. No way it was that bad.
Jacob, everything outside the silicone is the cheapest made material I've ever seen in a statue. I'm not joking. It's the cheapest made statue I have that looks premium.
Well, I don't know. I just know that there are particular. I think J&D is gonna do well, Marcos, when it doesn't.
100%. Yeah, if it doesn't,
when it doesn't come to the anime stuff. This is what their third. They're gonna be their second, and then they're gonna have Griffin. That doesn't.
No, they had the Skull Knight before Griffin.
Yeah, but I don't think the Skull Knight was silicone. It's
so stupid. They charged fucking like $4,000 for it, and it's no silicone.
And that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is when they're doing silicone with anime, the Whitebeard, sorry, not that great. And the Berserk, I think the portrait was good and everything, but you had all these issues, right? And a lot of people love it. You just have bad luck. And now the Griffin, a lot of people are complaining about the portrait as well. It's like that's not Griffin, but he's a freaking cartoon. So how detailed can you get off of a cartoon?
Well, the Griffith issue, they made him more manly, and he needs to be low key. Like I've said it multiple times, he needs to look like a female. Like, really
I agree. He's got to be a Elliot Page.
He's got to look hotter than fucking Ana de Armas. You know, like he really does.
Oh yeah. Speaking.
No, I'm not joking. Like in the book, it literally says like he's more beautiful than all the princesses in the land. Like that's how like his beauty is. Obviously, like I'm not saying I'm gay. I'm just saying he should look better than this. That's basically what it is. Not that strong jawline he has on that J&D. He literally needs to look like a female, like a hot female. That's really what it is. So that's my issue with it. Obviously, I've read the books. Some people haven't. So
I read the books. I read the books and I watched the anime for sure. Waiting for the.
It's a weird way to say it, but a male needs to look like a female. That's really what it is with that piece. And
that male needs to look like.
He looks like what's called the handsome Squidward. You know, he looks like the handsome Squidward, like the.
So they beat the shit out of his face, and then he gets handsome.
Yeah, basically what it is. Like that's not who Griffith is.
I like the story that some guy actually made like a 7-foot statue of handsome Squidward and like dumped it in the ocean. So that archaeologists would find it 100 years from now.
That's
would be completely confused, would find it, and the point is they would be confused, trying to figure out what is this thing and why is it here. He's like, just to mess with it. Yeah, what god is this or something like that, just to mess with them. Yeah. Now I have to say, did this sell out from J&D directly?
It sold out right away, basically.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So whatever Marco's hate is, it just contains.
Lane, this would be used for multiple reasons outside of collecting.
No, it's really sold out.
Grandma's Boy, Lane. You guys ever watch Grandma's Boy in the beginning?
There we go.
Laura Croft, dude.
Yeah. Well, I will say the facial sculpt for this is quite. I've had a lot of people. I had Freddie watching him gush all over this yesterday, but on Godlike. But I was like, guys, this head sculpt is not better than the Margot Robbie for the dancer one that just finally came out.
No,
that is equal, I think, as good as this one for looking like her. Now this one is really good. Don't get me wrong, this one is really good. It's just. For me, I just I don't even really care about the movie or anything or the character. So, yeah. Now, I will say if J&D really wants to try and test itself with this, they got to do I don't know, Van Halen 80s.
Yeah.
4-set or something like that with all that 80s hair metal band.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real test for doing the Iridium Air or Motley Crue.
That's right.
That's the real way to test your skill.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that Motley Crue.
But I was very impressed with this statue. It's just I didn't have any interest, in it at all because I just don't care about the movie.
Yeah, I honestly haven't watched the movie, and I prefer if they were to do her to do the 007 where she's in that dress.
Yeah.
You remember which movie?
This one, I think pairing this for her this with that John Wick though, that John Wick from J&T did not come out good at all.
That's fucking horrific.
Yeah, that was a rough piece. Well, a lot of people didn't know how to put everything together, so his head looked longer.
Not just that. The prototype was bad, and they said it's going to get better in like the in hand, and the in hand like even looks worse. So like that piece is just.
If you're looking for, I would say at this point, if you're looking for a Keanu piece, like leaving out the main character, but if you want a Keanu piece, I have more faith that Matrix 1 third scale. I think it's third scale.
But the Prime 1?
It's really been really delayed.
I don't know. That one didn't look like Keanu Reeves. That thing looked like it's just like a.
It looked more like the villain than Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Agent Smith.
There we go. That's what I want to say.
Smith, yeah.
Now, I wasn't seeing not Viggo Mortensen, but
no, but the Lane. What you should have said is the 1/4 John Wick from Prime 1. That piece is actually really good. It's 1/4. If it was 1/3, I would have got it. John Wick's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's another one that's long delayed.
Yeah, it's Prime 1. What do you expect?
After I keep looking at this piece, I'm less and less convinced it's her. I mean, I know who the character is, but I think her portrait's not all there. I don't know. Maybe it's the angle of her face or anything like that.
I think his portrait actually looks just like her.
I was looking at some pictures right now of her, and I think it's maybe because the statue's head's down. It's throwing me off a little bit, but it's not.
No, for me, I think it's well made. It's basic J&D. I think basic J&D, nothing crazy. If you buy this, buy with confidence. Obviously, if you like this character, which look, I would say this movie didn't really make a lot of money, so how many people saw it, I don't know. But I think they did a good job on this. I think J&D does well when it's not complicated. Basic mixed media, basic portrait, silicone, they do a good job on that. When it gets a little bit complicated, they don't know how to handle it. So that, that's J&D. So
what do you think, Jacob?
Who cares about this character?
That's what I said. Yeah, basically, no one watched it.
It's a companion piece. It's just a companion piece for John Wick.
Can we not get? Wouldn't
you rather have that blind Asian guy or a dog?
That would be dope, dude. That would be dope. Yeah,
Johnny Yen would be amazing.
Johnny Yen. Oh fuck, that would be cool.
When this is selling out, if it actually is, which it isn't, but if it did. Why doesn't J&D just make a pair of boobs and sell that? Like that would sell out instantly. Like
I'm gonna tell you right now, because of Gooner. It's Gooner.
That's the only reason anybody's buying this. And like Lane was saying, like if it's a sex factor, I'm just gonna get that Harley Quinn. Like the Harley Quinn that's just a stripper that you don't give a fuck about. Like, that doesn't take you back to the movie, to a specific part that you love.
10 second scene. Yeah.
Yeah, so, again, give us something we actually want that's not a sex appeal. Like,
like Jacob, it's sold out within a day. So, like, what are we telling J&D? That this stuff sells, so they're going to keep doing this dumb shit. So, there we go.
Hey, Walton, how do you know people
again, it's not really selling. They're telling distributors, like,
thank you, Walton. God damn.
No, like Walton. I know guys that spend $3,000 on corn, so you know. So.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah, I don't know. Like again, this was like totally out of what I was expecting when they showed this. I'm like, what?
She is a very beautiful woman, though. So like, I get why horny dudes are like.
Well, that's why she's dating Tom Cruise.
No, they're broken up. They're broken up.
Oh, they broke up.
Oh. She didn't want to go to Scientology, so that's
that makes sense.
Picture this, but like Angelina Jolie from Tomb Raider. Terrible fucking movie, but hot as fuck. Like, wouldn't you rather have that than this? Like,
oh yeah, most definitely. Oh, 100%. Yeah, give me Jolie and Tomb Raider for J&D. I'll take it. Just make sure the guns and everything are.
Give Hey, give me Iron Man 2, Scarlett Johansson. Oh my god.
Again, my only gripe with J&D, I do respect them because they fucked over Marcos and that brought a smile to my face.
I know.
But
yeah.
My only gripe is they only literally 80% of their pieces are for sex appeal. You guys make good sex.
The Stellar Blade, like the Stellar Blade, like all sex appeal.
Yes, that's all it is.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Give me fucking Back to the Future. Give me anything
give me Mummy. Come on, Brendan Fraser. Come on.
I'll take that, Marcos. Anything.
Yes,
and they might because they're talking about doing another one, right?
No, it's not talking about. It's happening, baby. Mummy 3. They're saying the third Mummy with Jet Li. Love me some Jet Li. They said that's non-canon. Third movie's coming out this next year. I think they said maybe a year after that. But Mummy 3 is coming out. Brendan Fraser, he's getting in shape. He's lost like 40 pounds.
I saw him. So maybe J&D will do something. If that movie is extremely popular like the other ones were, and it blows up in the box office, they're gonna do it.
I already told you guys, the Mummy is better than Indiana Jones. No one wants to have that conversation.
Marcos,
no one wants to have that conversation. Lane does. No one wants to have that conversation.
You feel afraid to die. You feel afraid. You'll be the only one doing that.
I'm going to the grave. Brendan Fraser is better than fucking Harrison Ford.
No
yes,
way. That's blasphemy.
Old head.
Oh my
god!
God!
The hell did Marcos bang his head today and that's all his grip on reality?
Scientology is my number one religion.
He got blown out of the water by fucking Yakub Sinner today, so now he's just lost his cool in his mind.
Are we acting like the Mummy 1 and 2 aren't amazing movies? Are we at I
like the Mummy 1 and 2, and I like Rick O'Connell as a character, but Brendan Fraser is not a better actor than Harrison Ford.
Oh, he actually is a better actor than. Hold up, he actually is a better actor than Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford. What dramatic role did Harrison?
Monkey Bone, George of the Jungle. Blast from the only thing I remember from Monkey Bone was the cat lady played by Rose McGowan.
Indiana Jones, fucking what's the last movie they did? How did Harrison Ford do that one? Fucking horrible.
And you know who was responsible for that? Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, don't put.
And Harrison Ford got a plane out of it, so I'm not going to. Harrison Ford literally got a plane out of it, so I'm not going to knock him.
Okay, stop, Lane. Lane, name one dramatic role Harrison Ford killed it in.
Witness.
What is that? The 1990s version of fucking
1980s movie where it's the one where he plays a cop and goes into with the freaking Amish.
But Lane,
I'm losing my mind here right now, man. Lane, where Guns of Navarone,
right? Fugitive, that was Harrison Ford as well, right?
Yeah, Fugitive.
Yeah, that was.
If you want me to take it back, when he was in the allegory for
Blade Runner.
When he was in with James Caan, Journey to Shiloh.
He was bad in Blade Runner. He actually held down the movie in Blade Runner. Thank God that what's his name carried the fucking role.
What?
The robot carried the role, whatever his name was.
I don't. Sometimes Marcos says stuff that I just don't know how to respond to because it's so.
Lane, you're arguing with the guy in a freaking sweatband.
I know. I mean, he's literally
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons.
I hate the hair in my face, man. I can't do the hair. If I take it off, look at this.
Now, admittedly, if Marcos was able to be doing that and making money like Richard Simmons, he'd still be the motherfucker laughing at us.
Can I have a comfortable stream when I don't have a hair product?
No, you bring all this down upon yourself, my man.
No. Brendan Fraser is a better actor.
With the ridiculousness.
Better adventure.
I did not. I do. You just said Brendan Fraser was a better actor than Harrison Ford.
100%.
Anything you say for the rest of the night gets automatically disqualified and thrown into the.
Hold up. Who has the Oscar? Who has the Oscar and who doesn't? Who has the Oscar? Who doesn't? Who has the Oscar? Who doesn't? Thank you.
Okay, who has 6 titles?
Cuba Gooding Jr. has a freaking Oscar.
Who has the Oscar? Who doesn't? Harrison
Cuba
Ford.
Gooding Jr.
has
Ice
an
Dogs,
Oscar.
Ice Dogs, or Snow Dogs, whatever the movie
Well, that,
was.
yeah, or
Don't-
show me.
don't-
He's known
don't
for
talk shit
Show
about
Me
Snow
the
Dog.
Money.
Don't talk shit
And
about
that was
Snow Dog.
because he played off Tom Cruise.
What?
I mean, I will say one thing. Brendan Fraser's the only one that can play a caveman. That's
He can play,
Yeah,
and
I
he
mean
plays
George of the Jungle, man.
His
Oh,
range
yeah,
is George of the
there you
Jungle
go.
or fucking Fat Whale.
I'm comparing George of the Jungle versus Han Solo and
Yeah.
Hey, guys,
Indiana
you guys
Jones.
still haven't answered me. Please answer me. Who has an Oscar? Who doesn't?
And we just said Cuba
Who
Gooding
has
Jr.
an Oscar,
has
who
an
doesn't?
Oscar.
Who has an Oscar? Who doesn't? Can you guys?
Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Out of the two, Harrison Ford and Brendan Fraser, who has an Oscar? Who doesn't?
I have no clue. I don't watch the Oscars.
There we go. That's all you got to know. Thank you for this TED Talk. Brendan Fraser
Yeah.
does.
Fucking
And for
kid.
best actor of that year, and guess what Harrison Ford has? Fucking the Wheel of Time, whatever it was, and fucking Indiana Jones, Kathleen Kennedy, whatever that shit was called. So guess what? Brandon Fraser, the better actor.
The Compass of Time.
Compass,
So Marcos, let me ask you something. Since that's the case, because he has an Oscar, you say he's better. So that means Jordan's better than LeBron because he has 6 titles and not 4.
No, that's
by your definition.
Oh yeah,
that was an absolute false equivalency. No, they were
Marcos just got super defensive because his logic just got turned around on him.
Lane, talking over someone doesn't mean you're right. So let me just say this.
Actually, it does.
No, Lane. So they acting at the same time versus playing at the same time is different. Like
I don't have to be reversing anything. Jordan is better than LeBron, and we all know it, except for
you
knuckleheads like you can't figure it out.
Misery porn. Or it was a great performance, Walton. Can we at least agree with that?
Or they just gave it to him. Maybe they just gave him the Oscar. Like it's time for him to get one. And it wasn't
Brendan Fraser. He was blackballed from Hollywood. Will
exactly. So they had to say I'm sorry.
It wasn't like that. Stop. Now we're reaching.
Sometimes you gotta apologize, dude.
Regardless, you guys still haven't answered who has the Oscar, who doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
No, so you guys won't even say it.
No, it doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Who has a more important pop culture reference in the mindset?
Pop culture.
There have been movies that are considered classics who have not won Oscars.
Sure, to an extent.
Or did not win Best Picture, and they're considered better than a lot of movies that did.
Yeah, Back to the Future, all that stuff. Yeah, sure. At the same time,
Marco's just a hater, man.
Harrison Ford's actually the most mid actor of all time. That's all. That's my whole point.
Marcos, anytime we talk about our era of actors in movies, you say it's like completely terrible.
Brendan Fraser is your era too. He was like 1993, 1995.
No, not like Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford's an old head. He's like fucking 70. I get it.
What do you think we were watching? Like, I think Clint Eastwood's probably the better cowboy than freaking John Wayne.
He is actually. Yeah. Unforgiven is one of the best. Unforgiven is one of the best.
Just to put in Marcos, just to put in context, like the 10 Commandments, which is considered maybe one of the greatest, like maybe in the top 5 greatest movies ever made, with Charlton Heston.
Yeah,
did not win Best Picture the year that it was.
That happens.
And around the world in 80 days comedy.
Okay, regardless,
won it that year. No one in a million. Hold on. Finish my point before you talk. No one in a billion years is going to say Around the World in 80 Days is a better movie than the 10 Commandments. Yeah, I mean, it just one had an award. It doesn't matter.
No, my whole point is this: Harrison Ford has had decades to win an Oscar as Best Actor. He's never done it.
Brendan Fraser's like over 50-some years old, man.
How old is fucking Harrison Ford?
80.
Thank God he's never won it in 80 years. Thank God. Shit. Brendan Fraser did it in 50 years.
The look on Jake's face is like he has become like the living living embodiment of confusion right now.
Just know I'm right.
Marcos.
Just
Like,
actually know I'm
he
right.
is so confused listening to Marcos that like his beard is trying to continue the silliness of Marcos right now.
Wait, here's the only problem, and I think Jake
I'm just trying to think if this is real life or not. I don't know.
Jake, I think you can agree with me, and I think Walton will agree with me, and whoever else is watching. The movie Whale, the only thing I can remember from it is that he's jerking the gay porn. Like, that's literally the only thing I can remember. I know he was having issues with his daughter or something, but that's literally the whole point of the movie that I can only remember. I was like, dude, what is this guy doing? Right? And that's it. And he won an Oscar for it. Marcos, that doesn't correlate with any of us that are older.
It correlates that he's a better actor than Harrison Ford. There's no doubt about that. He did it in every other genre too. He did comedy, he did action adventure, he did everything else.
So is Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford's done drama, action adventure, all that. He's never won.
He's done comedy too.
He's never sniffed the fucking Oscar. He's never been top 5 for an Oscar. I feel like so. Goddamn.
No, he was fine for Witness, the movie I was talking about.
He was
for best actor.
He was the 5th out of 5th. He's 5th out of 5th.
Wait, that's right.
Remember those? Well, let's go back to those days. Oh, dude, those whale tales. Oh, those
whale tales are awesome, man.
I'll raise my glass to Cisco for making thongs a thing.
Yeah, I'm just so. Marcos finally went away to.
Marcos had to take his Xanax.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know how to respond sometimes. Like, I'm just like.
Hey, I'm not gonna disagree with Marcos though. Brendan Fraser is a guilty pleasure. He's not like the best actor ever. He's like one of those things like.
He's played some really fun roles. Like Harrison Ford has played more big roles in different types of movies. Now, has he been in some really bad ones?
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, like, regarding Henry, that was a drama where Harrison Ford is the guy who lost his memory and stuff from the early 90s. It's a good movie. Witness is a really good movie. Where
Blaine, you don't have to say anything else. You could say you could say 90% of his shit is terrible, but all you have to say is Indiana Jones, Han Solo, 2 of the most iconic characters ever made. Ever. Yep. Like, it'd be literally like you walking on water and then fucking around the rest of your life. It doesn't matter. You walked on water, dude. Like,
and I know we bring up the later Indiana Jones movies, but no one says that's Harrison Ford's problem.
I'll blame his ass for doing that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need
like I said, one of the movies he got paid literally, he got a jet. If they say, we will buy, for me to do this movie, you got to pay me with the jet and money. And they said, okay, here's the jet and money. Now, maybe you crashed the jet. I don't know. but like, I'm sorry, but, and for how terrible.
They bought a T-Move jet for him.
Yeah.
T-Move jet.
For however terrible, like 5 is especially. 5 made me like 4 more, which is really sad. But
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that, Lane.
Yeah. I mean, for even I can at least kind of go and like now, for as stupid as I find, I mean, I will admit the 4th movie maybe has the dumbest moment in Indiana Jones movie ever, which is jump into the refrigerator in the middle of a nuclear explosion.
Not the lightning scene in the first movie. The lightning scene in the first movie was fucking horrible too. My gosh. Like, are we acting like Indiana Jones actually is a good franchise? Like, are we actually doing that right now?
Dude, I think I saw William's face. Like, it's as like William started to. I could see his lips starting to frowny down. Right as you started saying, like, if you started saying that statement about the first,
they were
movie.
absolutely snooze fest. I've fallen asleep to almost every one of them. So yes.
Now I want to tell, and I want everybody watching this and going to watch it. Take everything Marcos says with a grain of salt. He says Predator's mid, the original.
No. I love Predator. I said it's a B movie though. It's a B movie.
That's the same thing, Marcos.
It's a Robert Rodriguez type B movie. It's a
B movies. Have you watched B movies?
Yes. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a
B
movie.
movies are like
B movie. I mean, you gotta
are like seem like Mars Attacks. That
Yeah.
not the,
B movie.
oh boy.
best duo of all time.
My
Yeah,
my
I
god.
wouldn't say that all day long, dude. All day long.
Gosh,
All day long.
I'd rather take Ryan Gosling and fucking Russell Crowe and fucking Nice Guys over that fucking.
You must have had an amazing father, Marcos, because if you had a shitty father like me,
amazing
and
father.
you saw
Rocky,
those two go
and
together.
Apollo
Oh my gosh, amazing,
No, I
amazing.
think- hold on. My father showed me the Rocky series. Apollo Creed and Rocky were a better duo than fucking Connery and Ford. That's for sure.
No, dude.
They
No,
were.
no.
Apollo Creed and Rocky are the best bromance of all
No.
time.
Son, I'm sorry.
Bromance, yeah, bromance, yeah.
Thank you, Will. Thank you.
But that's two totally different
Yeah, these were
relationship constructs.
No,
You can literally not
They're
compare
enemies, just
Apollo.
like his father, just like Harrison Ford and his father.
What-
They're enemies at the
One is a
beginning.
father-son relationship versus two guys who were opponents who became really good
Maverick
friends.
Iceman. There we go. Or Maverick and Rooster in the new Maverick movie. Just throwing that out there too. Yeah, there we go. Throw that out there. Thank you, Jacob.
You
Jacob,
mean
you got
the best Star Wars
Rooster.
movies? You mean the best Star Wars movie put out since Star Wars bought by Disney?
Star Wars is the most
That one,
overrated
Top
franchise
Gun
of all time.
Maverick, considering it like borrowed the entire plot of like Return of the Jedi.
Can we all agree?
No, don't put that
Can we-
Return of the Jedi shit out there. Don't do that.
Can we all agree that Star Wars is dead ever since
It's beyond
episode
dead.
7 through
Beyond
9?
dead.
Like that just ruined it for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
Well, the
those
problem
movies maybe
the,
hate
yeah,
Star
the,
Wars.
the biggest problem is however much we like Mandalorian or elements of like animated series. I love the Bad Batch show. The problem is it all sets up or leads to the sequel trilogy. So in the end, like all the big thing, Grand Admiral Thrawn is coming back, like from Ahsoka or whatever.
Ooh.
Like that's cool. But the problem is it doesn't matter that he comes back because we know he has to be defeated, and we know even if he's beaten, it doesn't matter because the First Order comes in. They build Star Killer Base and blow up the New Republic. So whatever the New Republic does, like with the Mando in the movie, doesn't matter because all the government's gonna die in like 20 years. We already know that.
And I agree. The prequels fucking sucked. Like the last 45 minutes of Revenge of the Sith saved all those things. Like episode 1, fucking Jar Jar Binks.
And the thing is, the only thing that helped the prequels, which is the like between 2 and 3, was the Clone Wars because they were able to actually build out the universe. And
I don't give a shit about building. I'm there to be entertained. Like episode 2 was only good because you got to see fucking Yoda fight Saruman. Like
Saruman. His name is goddamn
Yeah.
Count Dooku. Count Dooku.
No, fuck that. That was the only thing good.
you mean Space Dracula? That's what you actually need, Jay. Russ. You mean Space Dracula? That's like this fucking Hot Toys put out that concept Anakin Skywalker the other day, which is supposed to be based like one concept art that everybody calls him Dracula Anakin.
Dude,
his costume makes him look like fucking Dracula.
How terrible was Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker?
He was bad. He was fucking horrible. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
I have my students fighting me on this.
Jacob.
I know a lot of people who like.
He makes Daisy Ridley look like a fucking.
I don't think Daisy Ridley's a bad actress, but she was given. I like.
She's
for
British.
me,
She's horrible.
I mean, let's put it this way, Jacob. Basically, what the sequel trilogy managed to do was to make everybody there was a generation who were going to like the prequels because that's the Star Wars they saw in movie theaters.
That's what I tell them.
Yeah, but
I grew up on the
sequel trilogy was so terrible in its storytelling, especially with The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, because The Last Jedi
stop. Don't talk about
assassinates Luke Skywalker's character, which is why that's the main reason everybody hates it, because it at least kind of has a story to it. Whether it's good or not, that's
a horrible
up to
story.
you to decide.
Yes.
Yeah, but it has a cohesive story, sort of.
Rise of Skywalker has
Rise of Skywalker, just a bunch of goddamn scenes that are on the screen
so
that
bad.
don't make any sense. But doesn't make any sense. But to answer, yeah, I'm going to be going to see Master of the Universe. I think Master of the Universe is going to tank.
Yes.
Sadly, because I think I think Masters has a specific demographic that likes that, and which is I'm like right in the middle of it and everything, because that was I owned like Master of the Universe, although I was more Transformer G.I. Joe kid with my stuff, but Masters I probably watched the Masters show a lot more, you know, Filmation stuff, or I watched Brave Star when it was on and stuff, because I really like that animation style of Griff being alive. I didn't think it was for as much reshoot use. I didn't think it was as shitty as some of. I go back and try and watch G.I. Joe and Transformers episodes, and I'm like, man, these definitely are not as good as I remember them being when I was a kid. The only thing that crushed me was when I had to watch Optimus Prime die in the movie theater when I was like 7. I literally was crying my eyes out and everything. My mom was one of those people who sent a letter to Hasbro because I was so sad after Optimus Prime died. And then I was blaming Hot Rod the entire rest of the movie how much he sucked because he got Optimus killed. So when I saw him become Rodimus Prime, I was like, this idiot. I was literally like, this idiot became the leader of the Autobots and beats the bad guys? Like, what? I don't care if he's Judd Nelson.
Well, regardless of what Lane just said right there, Brendan Fraser is the better actor out of Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
we're past.
I just want to put that out there, so we're all on the same page.
Well, you can say what you think of there. It took, and also it didn't help that Rodimus Prime was basically going, "Oh my God, I'm not as cool as Optimus" the entire 3rd season and everything, to the point where they brought Optimus Prime back from the dead.
Well,
what?
To answer Walton's question about the Master of the Universe, I don't feel it's going to do well personally.
It's horrible.
I think it's going
to estimated to do 25 to 35 million. Like a couple of weeks ago,
not,
it was supposed to be the early. Yeah, and it costed $200 million to make.
Yeah. The only good Master of the Universe was with Dolph Lundgren. Okay, that's the only.
Yes.
How good was that, Will? How good was that?
It was.
Great. No, wait, don't you goddamn do that. Don't you do that. No, it was cheesy and great. It's cheesy and great.
It was. The thing I say I love about it is I love Frank Langella's skeleton.
There you go, right there. Look at that.
Yeah, I will say. No,
I mean, Skeletor was
Jacob,
shit.
Jacob. See, I want to be on that planet with you of how good that movie is.
Just play that little flute, dude. That guy that should have been Warwick Davis played.
Yeah.
It's great.
My Gwildor. Yeah, that's one of the things I hate in that movie because it doesn't have Orko. I have to have Orko. It does not have, like Jimmy said, we couldn't do Orko. He's a little floating trollop magician guy with no legs. Like, we don't have a budget to make it work. So I get it, but it doesn't have Orko. It's set mostly on Earth, and which is also, I get it. Older me now gets it from a budget standpoint. Like, literally, they said when you see the final fight scene between He-Man and Skeletor, where they turn the lights out and stuff, where it looks like it's some sort of director creative thing to do that. Yeah. They said, actually, what happened was we were filming that, and they literally turned the lights out because they were running out of budget. Like, that wasn't a creative choice. They literally turned the lights out when they were filming that scene and just kept it because they didn't really have a choice. But I also think Frank Langella. So, guys, for as much as we bust on that, Frank Langella is awesome as Skeletor because he completely commits to making that. He commits to making that character scary. Yeah. Like, and now he's a little over the top at points, but he plays it pretty straight, like he's a serious villain. Which he's still a Bond bad guy.
Which is completely opposite of the.
Oh no, Yeah, well, he's not a boob, really. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he does not play Skeletor like a boob,
Yeah.
like he is on
No, the
the
animated
animated
series
series.
is very feminine, like the voice and everything for the.
Oh yeah, well, he was supposed because they couldn't really be scary.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things. Like the 2000, like early 2000s He-Man series did. They actually made Skeletor. I mean, it was still kind of goofy, obviously, but
Yeah.
they played him They played him at least a little bit more serious, and he had some really cool, like more cool stuff about him, other than really tying in the whole he's Keldor and everything. But like, I love the movie for Frank Langella as Skeletor. He's just not in the movie a ton. But I really like Dolph Lundgren as He-Man. I think that's.
What about Beastmaster?
Beastman?
Ooh,
He's not so good. I think this new movie
good.
Is going to be good just for what it can show. But like, they haven't shown Orko yet. I want to see fucking Orko.
Yeah, for the new movie, yeah. I mean, they got to add him.
Yeah, they got freaking Mechaneck.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm seeing Mechaneck, I better get Orko. I am the one thing for the movie I am trying to figure out is why is Cringer like the size of everybody? Like he's as tall as like Adam and Tila. And I'm just like, wait, isn't it a little big?
A little bit.
But I mean, I'm sure Jared Leto, because as much fun as we make with Jared Leto and how kind of creepy if some of the stuff about him is supposed to be, he's a good actor. Like he's played some really good roles, but he's also been in Morbius. And Morbin time.
But Brandon Fraser's a bad actor. That's what you're saying.
No, I don't remember one of it. No, Marcos. I literally don't remember one of us saying that
he was a bad
actor. You're saying he's better than one of the greatest actors over the last 40 years.
Whoa, stop. Don't say greatest. Don't say greatest. Stop. Harrison Ford is not one of the greatest actors you've had. Stop.
Now Marco's just clickbaiting. That's what he's doing.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything in response.
Liam Neeson is a better actor than fucking Harrison Ford. There's no doubt about that in my mind.
You know what, Marcos?
That's Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Yeah, Showdown in Little Tokyo. There could be
love that movie.
Actors, Marcos, but then there's legends, and those better actors might not be legends later on.
That's
but they will always be legends.
As you got.
Okay.
So
whether you win an Oscar or not, if you can win an Oscar and not be a legend, but Harrison Ford will always be a legend.
Actors that are actors that
Denzel Washington will always be a legend.
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. Brendan Fraser, I don't think he's there, but he's great. Don't get me wrong, he's a great actor. I just don't think he's a legend.
He's better than Harrison Ford.
He'll be remembered for like being Rick O'Connell as like a role. But Harrison Ford is going to, like, maybe for us more, we're going to remember the genre movies like Han Solo and Indiana Jones. But he has been in other great movies as part of his entire filmography.
Alien movies. So like, you know?
No, we don't know, Marcos.
I'm just saying.
We're too old, I guess, man. Marcos got too much Zoomer in him. Actually, Walden, I finally just with my parents of all things, just a couple weeks ago.
Amazing.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago, finally actually watched The Sandlot with them. We were trying to find
just a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I didn't watch those type movies, man. Back in the 90s thing. Like,
no, that was like the best Sandlot.
Lane was too busy watching shitty ass Harrison Ford movies. That's what he was doing.
Marcus, I'm gonna send fucking Hacksaw Jim Doug into your house to smash you with his 2x4 over the head.
Oh shit.
So quick thing. So
Dude, J.D. needs to do Wendy Peppercorn from Sandlot. I will buy the fuck out of that sex appeal, dude. Oh,
that was fucking hilarious.
Or a non-horny reason, Benny the Jet Rodriguez. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Benny the Jet. Hey, I went for Halloween. I got a Rodriguez jersey and his number. I went as Benny the Jet Rodriguez one for Halloween. It was dope. People were like, "Are you Benny the Jet?" I'm like, "I'm Benny the Jet." Like, let's go, man, let's go, baby. LA Dodgers, LA Dodgers.
That's fucking hilarious.
So, Jacob, did you get in the Weta Fellowship piece? Yeah.
Has it delivered?
No, I put it on payment plan through Spec because I didn't want it all at once, so it would kill me. But
well, I mean,
it's going
not
to
being murdered by your partner is a good reason why. Oh yeah. Well, I know you still said you were getting it.
No, I'm still getting it. It's going to be fucking dog shit, but yeah, I'm still getting it.
I will admit that logic still kind of confuses me there a little bit when you think it's bad and why. I mean, why spend? I mean, I can think of if you need something. I can think of better things that if you're going to go spend $4,000 or $5,000 or more on that you could probably enjoy better. Go. You don't have any.
Agree, Lane.
I mean, I would say you don't have any, but go buy a Scar Predator instead or something because that piece is going to be a million times better and look better.
No, you're not wrong. You're pointing out my addiction, and that's what I've been struggling with.
I know. I'm just kind of poking you. I'm mostly because I've had to listen to Marco say ridiculous stuff. I'm just poking you.
40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just mostly poking you about that. I almost would just say save that money because there's got to be some other, like, I don't know. Cancel that, save your money, wait, there'll be some other Weta piece that you want to buy. And in the meantime, to keep your mind occupied, just go buy that giant Lego Ministera that has 8,000 pieces, and you can go put that together for like 2 years.
The reason why I still want to get it is it's kind of like Marco's getting Guts from J&D. Like, everybody's sucking this statue's dick, and I want to get it, and like, I think it's going to be terrible, but I hope it's.
But I know, but it's like $5,000 or $6,000. I can't understand.
NRD on it, dude. It doesn't matter.
I know.
Like, dude, the world's going to shit in a handbasket. Like, doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter.
But
I disagree about that because I just redid some of my investments. So
I'll say, Jacob, the difference between me and you on that is I went in thinking J&D Guts would be amazing. You're going in saying it's gonna be dog shit, obviously, with this piece. So. And the thing is, I got super disappointed in mine. You're gonna be disappointed because you know it's gonna be dog shit.
Yeah. Hey, by the way,
again, I'm a completionist, and go on, Lane. What were you saying?
No. Just finish what your thought was going to be.
I was just gonna say, I'm a completionist, and I love Weta, even though they make shit sometimes. So, I mean, I want to have all the Master Collection pieces. They have them.
They make gold sometimes too, though. That's the thing. It's
hit or miss with them. True.
I mean, as much as your thing, there might be stuff you like about it when you finally have it in hand. I mean, even as good a review as like Alan did or something like that. But I can tell you, if I thought something was dog shit, I don't care how much. I'm not spending $5,000 on something like this dog shit. I just won't.
Speaking of that, I finally am looking. Will, how much was that Psylocke? Because that's way better than that fucking Fellowship piece.
What, you want to buy it?
No, because I don't have any Marvel. I'm just saying, like, that piece.
It's
for the facial sculpt and all the other stuff, the body style. Definitely.
Well, if you're asking retail at the time was like $7.99, I think, plus shipping. But now you can get it for like $400 shipped, something like that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think Hex had it $99 shipped.
Yeah, Hex have XM pieces like have lost a lot of their value just because of all their problems. The problem is they've been having problems for almost like 3 years now.
Yeah, and they're still trying to put out the stuff that they promised and people have deals with and stuff.
They're doing some stuff like I think Absolute Carnage Spider-Man is supposed to finally be coming. I think that Spider-Man is amazing. I think it's like Carnage Goop and all stuff. Yeah, but they're finally catching on with some of their Ultraman pieces.
Yeah,
They still won't talk about the one thing I care about. It was fucking Godzilla piece.
Yeah,
They're supposed to have several Godzilla pieces, but I've heard those were canceled. But other people say they're still supposed to be coming. But the last update I saw was something from 2024. They were supposed to be coming.
Yeah, they haven't updated anything really.
Yeah, but right now, I was interested because it looks like one thing. Do you guys notice? And I'm curious to think what you guys think may have happened. You know, this week was supposed to be, I think, today or yesterday. They had posted up that, you know, Prime 1 was supposed to have a couple pre-orders go up this week. One of them was supposed to be that Aloy third scale that Freddie was very much interested in. That was at MumbleCon. Like, they posted it up, and then it just passed the day that it was saying it is, and then they just kind of took it down.
Yeah.
You think maybe there was some licensing thing came up at the last second or something with it? Why they didn't put it up?
I don't think so, because the piece is already made. You know what I mean? Usually licensing, if they shut it down, you won't even show the prototype or anything like that. I don't think it's a last minute thing. I think there was probably a QC or something like that, and they're like, "Oh wait, let's not collect POs right now because we gotta mitigate this issue." Or it could be a factory telling them, "No, we're not going to accept any new projects because you guys have, you know, $1.7 million in debt, and we're not going to do anything else." That could potentially be an issue as well. So who knows why they pulled it? But I don't think it's a licensing thing. No. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate. And same thing with XM. Hopefully they update their BS and they get their stuff together, because there's a lot of people with POs with XM, and they need to at least deliver on that stuff before they start any new projects. And I think there's redemption with them if they do deliver everybody's stuff, the stuff that's been PO'd and paid for, and then try to start again. But if they keep kicking the can and not doing anything, then it's just going to get worse and worse. And maybe they're just waiting for people to give up, and then they don't have to worry about delivery. I don't know. Or it could be a factory issue, you know.
Or they just go out of business.
You know, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know how it works out there in their area. Like here, we'll just file bankruptcy or something. You know, your business just goes, that's it. But I don't know how that works down there.
Yeah, out in Singapore or whatever they're at, Philippines.
Oh, come on, Walton. It's so bad. Fiery pits of hell. Come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now
all the companies seem like they're going this way, though.
They are. Except Sideshow. Sideshow's not the
Sideshow's still getting stuff out.
Yeah. That's what I said. Besides Sideshow, I
think
it's
been silent.
Most of the international ones. Like Pure Arts, Weta, you know, Sideshow. I think they're all okay. Well, besides Tweeterhead, they're local, but all the other international ones, I think, are having some form of struggle with something. Even Supercraft, right? They keep delaying things. Even though
they've never put anything out.
They hadn't shipped that Batman. That was their first project. That was
wasn't their first Transformers? Wasn't their first Transformers the Matrix of Leadership?
Was it? No, I only remember them as the Batman.
There was the Batman and then. Yeah, I thought it was the Transformers.
No, Batman, Transformers, and they haven't shipped one thing out.
Really? Yeah. They haven't shipped the Batman out either, huh?
No, that got delayed again. To the end of this year, I think. PCS is having. I mean, I don't know. PCS is one. My buddy finally got his Vader Plus, and it came with some QC issues, like the Luke Skywalker, like his lightsaber came bent or something, and then he was having issues with the Vader sitting with his the Vader connection with his hand out and stuff. Like something was screwed up with that too. I don't know, but I'm right now. I'm in the sights right now for well, the next fraudster.
Yeah.
But I'm in Prime 1 sites again here now because they just put up that's coming up for this week upcoming. One of the primary statues I've been waiting for. They've got the classic cami quarter scale. Now, so one thing I was going to ask, one thing with you guys, but you kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. Do you think it's worth pre-ordering anything anymore? Now, I'm going to say, because like I pre-ordered 2 other Prime 1 statues this year already. Like I've got at least $1,000 down on each statue.
I mean, to be honest, here's the thing. You need people to pre-order for the things to be produced, right? So you don't have to be that person to pre-order, but if the people in China and Japan and Taiwan, they pre-order it, they'll be produced, right? And then you could just get it the way you want to get it, or later on it'll be available.
Well, I'm not ordering from Prime 1 direct anymore.
Yeah. Well, I used to as well back in the day, but I don't. After seeing the mess with the high price shipping and the extra blood and the snow and all these other extra costs, it's like no.
And the prestige.
Yeah, no, I don't give 2 craps about being prestige. Just give me.
Well, no, I'm just saying about the things that they started showing you, and you went, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
Are we already buying prestige stuff? All of this seems like it's price prestige. So
exactly.
We're all prestige really if we're buying this stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just more of a patient collector, and I'll just wait. Like there are a lot of things I want, and I could have had it by now if I wasn't patient, but I am, and obviously I got bills and things like that, so I can, hold off on impulse buy. I don't do the impulse buy anymore. Once in a while it'll slip, and I will, like that Nightcrawler I bought. That was a big impulse buy. But
that's like was me kind of when I bought that the Karen statue from PCS from their end of year sale stuff from their warehouse. I just bought that.
I just feel like even if you bought that at an extreme discount, then it's worth it. But you're gonna pay full price, and it's got like Marcos right now, right? He's dreading that Berserk. But if he would have bought the Berserk at $2,000, maybe it wouldn't be as bad. But $4,000 for it to be the way it is. So I think it just really depends on the price point and what the piece is. Really, like our good friend Canavero here, Mr. Michael Reyes, he loves the impulse buy. That guy just buys everything. Actually, he's got like 5 statues I need to unbox at his house here. I got to take some time to go over there and do it. But
Walton, yeah, he's like, don't put that. Hey, I'm going to say I had poked Batman statue collector Chris about Freeze could be the next first DC prestige because they were saying they were going to have that. But I mean, who the hell knows going on with that piece? I don't know what they're taking so long. I mean, I'm wondering why the freaking Riddler hasn't gone up. That's one of the 2 main pieces I was interested in what they would have been showing.
Yep.
And
you know what? I do have a question here, and I'm thinking about it, and this for Jacob. And this whole prestige line, you think if any of these companies said,
didn't you get an email for the prestige alien?
Yeah, he didn't buy alien, but he got it. Would it be more valuable if they said, hey, we want to add Jacob because he buys so much Lord of the Rings stuff from us on a prestige line. So the next piece he buys, he'll be guaranteed to get it in 8 months. That makes more sense for me. Like if you're in prestige and you paid a lot and you invest in there, like you'll get it within 6 to 8 months your piece instead of waiting 3 years, like the standard people do. Would that be more worth it to be in that line? If you're guaranteed to get it faster?
You're saying not like some special statue, just the same statue.
Yeah.
I've said this before too. I say they come out with the edition size of 25 basically, and you get it within. Honestly, when you pre-order, it's shipping that next day, basically. That's what he's trying to say.
No, what I'm trying to say is like, okay, they do a PO, and then there's, let's say, 300 units, and it takes 3 years to get your unit. What if you're in prestige and you get yours in 6 months? And those that aren't,
what I'm saying is, I've said this before, is like, I think there should be a option where you pay extra for this, like you get the piece earlier. I've always said that. Like, if you can't sell 25 of that statue, then that statue is just a failure. So, like, I think every statue that comes out should have like a 25. They make the prototype. Make 25 prototypes, basically.
No, you won't do that. You won't do prototypes.
Obviously, I'm just saying. Well, I understand that. I'm hypothetically speaking. I'm saying you basically come out with 25 pieces from the start. And those 25 pieces are upcharged, obviously, to get those earlier than everybody else. Like right when you hit the PO button, they're getting shipped off that next day. Everything else though is like you pay normal retail price. You get it within 2 years, 3 years. I think people especially with this market right now, I think maybe people will do that. So I don't know.
I just feel that what's happening with these license companies is that they say ES 300 and they'll only ship it once the 300 are completed. If that makes sense, because why does it take 3 years? You know what I mean? I know there's backlog.
Well, I think it's taking 3 years because they need that PO money to fund stuff from 2 or 3 years ago that they spent the money for.
So they're just behind on everything pretty much.
Yeah. But now it's real. Before they could get away with it because they had money rolling in. Now everybody's hurting. Like, so what happens when you lose half your PO money and you were used to spending a lot of that? You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why it's taking so long.
Yeah, but then how long is how long? Like, how long are you willing to wait before you drop your stuff, right? Well, it took me 3.5 years to get a piece, and I was like, I'll just wait till it's out and I'll buy it off of somebody's hand. I'm not gonna wait 3.5 years.
That's exactly what I would be doing if I didn't want to do it in payments to make it look like I was spending less, which is a terrible thing of me. But like that's
well, you got to balance the wife balance sheet though too.
I just need to stop buying this shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never ever PO anything right now until it was in hand. You know what I mean? Because like all these companies are hurting, and as soon as that PO money stops coming in, they're done. Like you're just gonna be out. So I mean, I would, unless you were in my shoes, I would never, ever pre-order anything. Ever, never, ever.
Well, I don't ever pre-order.
It's too risky.
I find
but
more.
Like you guys were saying, like for the prestige line, like statues used to be, like at least I know for Weta and some sideshow stuff. As soon as they showed you, like, this is our new statue, it was shipping that week. Like, it pre-order it. You know what I mean? Like, and it was coming. But again, they lost their asses then because some of them, like, they sell super fast. They're like, oh man, we should have made edition size 100 more. We could have made hundreds of thousands more dollars. Yeah. It's like, man, our edition size was 250 too much. So like. They stopped doing that, but no, these companies are just hurting, and it's just a scary time right now to be buying any of these because again, we don't fucking need this shit. It's just toys.
Yeah, no, it's a luxury. It's a luxury for sure. I agree with you 100% on that. It is a luxury, and that's why I wait till the luxury is dirt cheap and then I buy it.
No, but that's how it should be, but no, I don't know what the thing is. Like, we want to PO this stuff because I think we all know all these companies are hurting, and this is like a big part of our lives we enjoy, so we don't want to see them go under. Like, can you imagine Prime 1 going under? Like,
horrible.
They make some of the best stuff, and we all know they're fucking hurting because they want to sell those alien pieces for that much money so they can pay these factories this shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to do. It just sucks for everybody.
I say as a collector right now, don't PO anything. It sucks. Like, if you think about long term, yeah, that's not a good strategy for the hobby because these, like you guys said, these companies thrive off pre-order money. They thrive off that. So, but at this point, they haven't earned your trust to like PO. So there's very few pieces. Obviously, the ballerina piece that just came out sold out within a day. That happens rarely. So at this point, just hold your money, buy it when it's in stock and places. I say buy Sideshow, even the extra price tag. If you PO from Sideshow, you still have the safety net of like them having the ability to like get your money back fully if it's delayed so many times, or if you get a piece that's broken, they give you back basically full money or a new piece. So like you just gotta weigh your options at this point. And for me, definitely don't buy Prime One direct. Don't buy anywhere direct. Even J&D. Go ahead.
Even Sideshow though, like they have all these irons in the fire. Like, what happens if it all hits them at once? They, like Will was saying, like they just file for bankruptcy and they don't want anybody.
Jacob, at this point, you can't predict the future. I'm saying right now, Sideshow is still doing great work, customer service wise. So don't even put them in the same aspect of Prime One, XM. Don't put them at a Tweeterhead. They're still doing great work. They still get great customer service. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive now because Prime One's making them charge extra, all that other stuff. But don't until Sideshow shows that. Don't talk about it. If that makes sense. Like they haven't
for all these companies though.
But Sideshow is different because they're a full-on distributor of multiple other things. So they're making their money.
They make their money from distribution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're really a distribution.
That's the same aspect there right now. Until they start doing some shitty shit, then talk about them. But don't act like you can't buy from Prime One right now without confidence. You can, 100%, because they've shown.
I mean, honestly, you could buy with confidence with J&D as well because they deliver.
But the reason why you don't buy confidence from J&D is because the price tag is $2,800, and then they charge $1,000 for fucking shipping.
We're talking about delivery, Marcos. We're talking about shipping and delivery, not price tag. We know the price tag's high, but in shipping, when it comes to shipping and delivery, they're not taking 3 years to deliver ballerina.
I'm talking about price tag on shipping though. From J&D, they don't give you the option to go boat. They only do air shipping. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't buy J&D confidently either.
I'm just saying you can because when it comes in terms of delivering the product, they're doing it. It's not like they're waiting 3-5 years. But Sume Art was one of the worst ones. They took forever to deliver. Right. And they say, "Oh, we're going to deliver in 6 to 8 months." I haven't seen my Yamamoto yet. I'm still.
But
waiting.
Also, you bought from a distributor that takes longer.
It's
still crazy. You haven't got it yet.
Yeah, no, it's so that's something like that.
Hey, man, most people I know have gotten their Prime One Flashpoint Batman. I'm still waiting on mine.
Correct. Yeah. Well, they always deliver. They deliver us last for some reason. Us in Canada, we get everything last. Everything else is. Up in East, and those people haven't. And they're like showing and displaying.
Well, my thing is, I still believe in pre-ordering. I just do. That's how you lock yourself in, also, so your brain isn't running.
Yeah, direct.
No.
Okay, that's what we're saying. Direct. Like
pre-order. Oh yeah, no. All my pre-orders have either been from Common Concepts or
Spec Fiction,
Sideshow,
Yeah.
I still have something on pre-order from Spec Fiction, but it's an older thing. But like right now, Comic Concepts, I'm probably going to hold off pre-ordering because they changed their system. They don't have payment plans anymore.
I am not a Canuck there, my bud.
He's Californian, man.
I'm not. I'm a Californian.
So that's almost
basically a Canadian at that point,
No. Actually, I grew up mainly in Brazil, so I'm Brazilian.
Ah, so you're Portuguese speaking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, my mother was Portuguese, so I'm half.
Ah, there you go. So he's got to watch out for the Portuguese speakers, man. They be confusing.
Sometimes very confusing. But yeah, man. So that's the unboxing. We'll get back to this, and I just wanted to share that Deadpool for those people that did like it. If you didn't check out that Deadpool earlier, go back on the stream, go on ASV Collectibles. We got images of the new fan art Deadpool. I think it's fantastic. I know Marcos and I will PO it if it does happen. The unboxing was great. This piece, like Marcos and I and everybody else agreed, it's within a 7.5, 8 on the Richter scale. Pretty solid piece. Just,
big boobs, big ass.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the solid part of it. Everything else is kind of mid. But we're almost at the 2.5 hour mark, so I want to thank everybody, especially Mr. Walton here. Thank you very much for joining in. I know my boy Michael Reyes was here. Artist Future was here. Thanks for jumping on the stream.
Walton.
But who else? I said Walton. Walton was like our main guy tonight, giving us a hard time. Let me go all the way to the top.
He got banned. I banned his ass for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you did ban his ass. We had Juan Ortega was in the house as well. Who else? Was it E-Man? E-Man jumped on, was hanging out with us for a little bit. So, yep, there he is.
Oh,
E-Man.
Graded
as well was up here. So thank you very much.
I will buy it. Obviously, Ant-Man right there.
Yeah. Yep, I will buy it was there. So thank you guys for jumping on and hanging out with us. Thank you for those that will be watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I really appreciate the help. The channel really does appreciate it. We're trying to get to our 500 subscriber mark. So slowly but surely we'll get there. Let's see. No, the sword goes the other way, but I like it better this way backwards. It saves a lot of space on real estate there, my man. So we're going to leave it like that for now. I created that post. That wasn't part of it, and I made it happen live.
Lane's idea, right?
First ever to turn the sword around and leave it like that. So
it actually looks better.
It looks way better. But yeah, thank you everybody for jumping in. Marcos Mora, appreciate you in the panel. Jacob, even though you were late like Marcos, it's all good. We love having you here. And Mr. Melted Butter himself, aka Legend Lane. Thank you for jumping on and having to deal one more weekend with Marcos and his shenanigans. So appreciate the love. Thank you guys, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Take care, everybody.
Brandon Fraser over fucking Horace Ford.